Hey, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and today we're going to be checking out a game called Albion Online. Now, this is going to be a first impression. I've already done tons of videos introducing players to the game. However, what this is going to be is something like, it's going to be kind of like a reintroduction into the game, because we're going to be playing it kind of like later in the game. Like, we're going to be trying to do some later dungeons. We're probably going to try to do for the stream one of everything. You know, a little bit of crafting, a little bit of dungeoneering, some solo gameplay, some farming, maybe do some Hellgates? I don't know. I doubt we'll be able to do the guild, 5v5 or doing some Zerg v Zerg because I don't have a guild right now. But if you do have a guild and you are planning to play Albion at launch, you want to play with a streamer, heck yeah, dude. I want to play some Albion Online. I'll be on Albion Online. So that's the idea. That's the concept of today's stream, guys. If you want to treat it as a super elongated first impression or like a re-impression, that's kind of what this is. So, this is the final update for Albion. We got a couple of things to talk about. Sure, fine. I've got my thoughts and feelings I kind of want to review here for you guys for Albion Online. Is it worth you buying? Stuff like that. Why you should buy it, or why you shouldn't buy it. Why you should stay away. Because when I review games, I actually review games. I'm not just hyping them up. Though I am excited for Albion Online personally. So I will let you guys know that. Now, I'm playing on PC. I'm not playing on tablet or anything, though that video is coming up. I've already got the thumbnails and everything made whenever it starts working. So, guys, we're get the stream set up. If you guys want to say hello and chat, and if you guys are watching as a stream, thank you so much for tuning in, especially if you're watching on Twitch. Definitely a little bit of favoritism for my Twitch viewers. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But if you're watching as a video on YouTube, yo, thanks, friends and family. I'm so glad, and I appreciate all that you do. The likes, the subscribes, the sharing the videos on Reddits and stuff like that. Be like, hey, this Skylent guy is pretty cool. You guys should watch him. I love it when you guys do that. You guys are my champions. But I also need to take this moment at the start of the stream to say thank you to my Patreon donors for allowing me, giving me the freedom in order to go and do things that a lot of people don't do. It takes a lot of time to review these type of games or even showcase these games that not many people are showcasing. So I like that I get to go and do like a, sort of an extra step. These elongated, streams, these reviews, go into these weird games, show them off, these niche games, and maybe make them a little bit less niche and show them off to people that really deserve to see them and want to play them. They just don't know about their existence, So that's what it's all about, guys. All right, so I'm getting the chat set up. Boom, pow, ka-chow. There's the chat. Okay, so I will be responding to the stream for those who are watching. Sorry, I don't have the chat on screen, but I'm going to be doing that today. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be more of a chill stream, but that's what we're doing here. So, all right, you guys ready? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause the music here, and we're going to be just kind of listening to what Albion has to give us raw. We're going to just raw. We're going in raw. We're just going to listen to the music, the sound effects. We're really going to be analyzing and kind of in review playing Albion Online here. Now, I have a somewhat higher tier character. I mean, he's on tier 5 right now. And we have the spear leveled up quite a good bit, so we have lifesteal on it. So we're going to be playing with that. It's going to be great stuff. Now, just let me share the stream if you would. If you would kindly, just let me share it on Twitter. If you guys would follow me on Twitter, I might do some more giveaways. I used to do them. I used to do a good bit of giveaways, but I'm going to need some more Twitter followers before I do them even more. Albion Online. I'll be online. All right, so sharing that out, and I do appreciate if you guys do watch on the Twitch. On the Twitch, it definitely helps me out a ton. It can accelerate my growth tremendously, so would really appreciate that. Well, if you guys are enjoying the reviews, the first impressions, the videos that we've been doing lately, hope so. All right, guys, the video is shared. It is known. It is known now. All right, let's go have some fun, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Gray Jaw Ripper and Hope Plays and Blue Blazer and all the friends and family. And again, if you're watching this as a VOD, thanks so much, guys. Okay, so let's have some fun. Let's try to have some fun. But we are going to be a little bit more analytical. So if it sounds like I'm being salty, I'm not. I'm just analyzing the game and trying to tell you guys the hurdles that you need to overcome to play the game, and also trying to explain. Ooh, we got new art. Ooh, yo, that's a subtle thing. But I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I need to talk about something. This might be kind of meta or outside the game, but the thing that really attracted me to Albion Online, and a lot of people won't agree, but it's their art. It's their character design, and it overall is the aesthetic of the game. I think it's cute. I think it's legit cute. I think it looks cool. I have no idea why I have 2 FPS right now, but we're probably just loading in for the first time on the new patch. This is awkward. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna give the game a couple of seconds to kind of load in here. But yeah, no, I feel like this game looks really good. It's to the point where the first time I saw Albion Online, I wanted these characters, I wanted like figurines of these characters. In fact, if Albion Online, if you could get in contact with some 3D printers or something so that we can take our custom character, you know, like my character right here. If we can take my character and then 3D print it, I know World of Warcraft did this at one point. I mean, Albion Online, your characters look like they could be totally 3D printed very easily. If we could get this happening, please. Please. And also, I think the monsters and stuff too, I'd absolutely love it. I would love it. If you could make guys, we should make an Albion Online tabletop game. I don't know. Anyways, I think Albion Online has just, to me, it's a charming aesthetic. So, you know my bias coming into this. I'm glad that they're expanding on the artwork for the loading screens. And honestly, I could see myself buying some merch from this game. I am so not shilling this, guys. I am not sponsored, but I am just telling you right now that I would totally buy some posters, you know, some painterly looking art from this game. Just pure and simple. But we should talk about the mechanics. And so if you guys would ask me questions in the comments or in the Twitch chat, I would let me know. Even if you're not watching this live, just ask me some questions, guys. We're in this for a long time. It's going to be a long stream. It's going to be a long video. So please, I want to answer your questions. I want to tell you exactly how I feel about this game, you know, the goods and the bads, so I can convince you to play the game or convince you to go try out some other games. It's fine. I don't care. I'm not going to get butthurt if you don't play the game. That's cool. I just want to share this game to the people that want to genuinely play a game like this. Just want to make it clear. All right, guys, so it looks like we got a kind of newer tutorial system, or this looks a little bit bigger and better. We're going to take a few seconds to actually read the chat here, guys. So I've been just kind of jibber-jabbering, but it is a stream, so let's kind of look at the chat here, guys. What's going on? Do they still do 3D printing for WoW? I don't know if they still do it. They definitely did it, but I don't know. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, speaking about the graphics of the game, with this newest update, things apparently were changed so that there's more readability. This was a problem that I kind of had with the game, and I think a lot of people were exclaiming that with the Galahad update, was that a lot of people look the same. And even right now, you know, a lot of people have the same mounts and stuff like that, and they kind of do look similar, but you're starting to see a little bit more differentiation. In fact, we're going to get, like, different mounts. We're going to have mammoths. We're going to have stags. You're going to see, like, I mean, we already had a few mounts, but now there's a little bit more differentiation between the mounts, between the different armor sets as well. We're going to have that. And the game should run a little bit better as well with the art style being tightened up just a little bit. But it's really important to have readability in this game because your abilities, if you don't know, we're going to do a little bit of recap of what Albion Online is. Your abilities are actually tied to your armor, okay? So the fact that I have this little bandana down here, right, gives away that I probably have poison. So I do. I have poison on, and I'm going to go with aggression, so I have increased damage. So I have increased damage because of this, and I have a new ability which does a lot of damage. So they can see this. They can clearly see, oh, he doesn't have a plate helm. He doesn't have any of the plate helms. He doesn't have it. Okay, he has that helmet. Okay, so he probably is going to have one of a few abilities, and based on the rest of my gear, which is leather and a spear, they're probably like, okay, he can either go a little bit defensive or a little bit offensive. See, that's kind of why my build is a little bit more flexible. But they're probably going to be like, okay, he's probably going to gank. Because Spear is really good at ganking. So he probably has poison. Because poison is pretty freaking good at killing people, okay? So that's one thing. Now they can assume some other things. You know, they can see my armor. They can see what are, you know, things I potentially have. If I was ganking, I would probably have either haste or Inferno Shield. I probably wouldn't have Mend Wounds. And with my boots, they probably are like, okay, he probably has invincibility. Though I will say, it's really hard to kind of see boots. It is hard to see boots. So what I can tell you guys, if you're gonna run up to somebody in the wild, no matter how good they make the readability in this game, it's never gonna be perfect. So what you want to do is quickly click on somebody, which you still can even in the wild if they're PvP, and then you can actually inspect them. And I think you could still do this. I definitely saw some PvP videos of people doing this, and then you can quickly see what they have at a glance, instantaneously. If you're fast, you should be able to do that. Of course, though, I wish they would increase the readability even more. Like this, you can clearly see that's what is that? They're called the Clarent Blade? I think it's called? Oh, a Bloodletter, sorry. Clarent Blade must be something else. Anyways, that's the Bloodletter. That's the Legendary. The Legendary Shine. I can see this is the Chaos Staff. This is well, he has a shield, so it's there's not Great Staff, is there? Life Curse Staff. And then there is the Chaos Staff, the two-hand. Anyways, see, even me who's played it since like alpha, I still get confused a little bit. So learning all the staffs and everything is going to be really important. That's the skill of the game. So here's an Ice Staff. Is this the Ice Great Staff? I don't know the difference between great staff and not great staff. I mean, obviously one's two-hand. I think one is one hand. I don't know, man. Anyways, you can kind of see what they kind of have sometimes. Obviously, I have a torch. Obviously, I have a spear. You can see that, and you kind of guess. Though, I mean, it does get a little bit confusing because there are different kinds of spears, and there are different kinds of leather armors. So, you know, it's going to be really hard to make this game readable. But I think they're making, you know, they're taking steps to do that. Anyway, guys, if you want to see my ping and my performance, here it is in the bottom right down here. Currently I'm in Pennsylvania, so I don't know where the servers are located. I'm assuming it must be New York or something because my ping is freaking amazing. So my ping is pretty good on the northeast coast here, and then my FPS is at 59. My FPS has been dropping as we load it in here, but I do have a Core i7 with a GTX 970. Now, my performance on mobile, I'll test that again when the game releases because I don't think it's really optimized for that. But let me show you the Destiny board. So here's the Destiny board. I don't know if they've added anything to it. Hopefully they do add stuff to it, but it's fucking messy, dude. It's still really messy, in my opinion. I've leveled up most things. As you can see, I've kind of well-rounded my character for this beta. There is a wipe, so I do not suggest you buy the game now. There is going to be a wipe, and I've only, you know, done this because I'm a journalist, kind of. Can you call me a journalist? I don't fucking know. Anyways, so you level up unique individual aspects, you know, individual weapons, stuff like that. But if we actually go to spears, so you level up the spears, you get to use spears, but then you get, like, there's like a multitude of different, there's 4 different weapons. Well, I mean, it's like, there's 4 different kinds of spears, 4 different kinds of swords, you know, there's 4 different kinds of healing staff. It's kind of like that, so it gets confusing. So at a glance, it can be kind of hard to tell sometimes. So we have a glaive, we have a spear, we have a glaive, we have the pike. So spear and pike might seem similar, but I think both of these are actually two-handed, so that's how you can kind of tell. And then we have the artifact spear, which is a harpoon. Those have unique abilities within them, okay? Which is pretty cool. Wait, can we actually click on this to see that? Wait, this is kind of awkward. So I can't click on that to see the abilities anymore? Oh, wait, no, you go over, wait, what? Okay, so the menus have been changed just a little bit with this new update. Actually, let me move that, because this is annoying. How do we close this? Close that out of here. Okay, so here's the different spears. So you can actually see the different artifact weapons have different artifact abilities. But they of course, they share abilities. So I think the only difference is going to be some slight changes down here with passives and then with active. So Harpoon obviously has a pull, which is pretty cool. The Glaive has a smash slash... Oh, no, that's a fling. Sorry. They fling people behind you. The Pike has the smash. And then we have the Adept Spear here, which is... Wait, what is this? So there's 2. There's Spirit Hunter. Wait, what's Spirit Hunter? Harpoon, and then wait, doesn't this have Harpoon too? No, Spear Throw. Oh, that's right. Wait, hold on. I didn't know that there was 5 different. I forgot about that. Wait, why am I forgetting that? Is that for every weapon? Anyways, I guess there's 2. I'm sorry. There is probably, I think there is 2 artifacts. Okay, so there's 5 weapons. It's just in the Destiny board, you level up, it's called Artifact Spear. So if you level up Artifact Spear Specialist, which means you do more damage and stuff with Artifact Spears, there's actually 2 artifacts. So these are really hard to get weapons, but there's 2 of them. So you have the Harpoon, which is a pull, but then you'll have one where you throw the spear and it's a stun. So yeah, you have different abilities, but as you can see, almost everything is the same here. The Spirit Hunter gets an extra one though, so this might be seen as objectively better in some cases, maybe. I don't know. It's really debatable. The artifact weapons are strong, but you can totally use a spear because the spear has its own unique thing, you know. So all these weapons, all these things they do have their own unique abilities. But because they are identical, like it's an axe, it's an two-handed axe, like these 2 axes, great axe, and then what is this? A halberd? They can look pretty similar at an instant, okay? Especially as a new player. So, you know, the higher tiers look a little bit more differentiated, but lower tiers, especially as a new player to the game, it's going to be kind of confusing. It's going to be kind of hard to read the game, but that is the game. Learn the different characters, what their, you know, abilities are, what your abilities are, obviously. And when you fight somebody, knowing what they can do potentially and working around that is going to be the game. It's going to be the game. But to start out, guys, let's do some easy PvE, right? Let's do some PvE here. I think we got some monies we can get from the auction house here. So what's going on, chat, guys? What's going on? Your ping may drop when you move to Texas. That's true. When I move to Texas, my ping may drop, but turns out my ping is going to increase for a lot of other games. So a little bit of give, a little bit of take, guys. And this is a game, by the way, if you're wondering what ping, like how it affects this game, I would say it's pretty important. Even in PvE, it is somewhat important. Kind of. I mean, it depends on what you're doing, you know, gathering, stuff like that. But if you're PvPing, if you're doing high-end PvE, ping's going to matter. Ping is going to matter, especially if you're a tank and you need to get the fuck out of some circles. Okay, so let's see. Where the hell am I, dude? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's see. How much gold do I have? Okay, This is going to be another thing that we need to talk about, and I just want to mention this before we really get into gameplay and just start, having fun. This is something that I need to mention. Yo, look how slow that guy's going. That means he's heavy as hell, dude. He's heavy as hell. Anyways, so I have a lot of silver, okay? I've only really been playing, and I really haven't been spending much on a lot of frivolous stuff. I've actually never died on this character. So I've never really had to rebuy, loot. I never really had to repair. I really haven't been spending that much money. And so right now I have this much money. I mean, I did just buy a bunch of tier 5, but I have this much silver, okay? So let's see how much it is for premium. Now, this is something that I need to talk about at the beginning here. Premium costs this much for 30 days, and you need 30 days. If you don't get to 30 days, you don't get a island, but I'm pretty sure that if you buy the game at launch, you get premium. It'd be really shitty. It would be really shitty if you spend like $30 to buy the game, but then you don't get premium with, 30 days premium. I think that'd be really fucky. And in fact, I would probably not play the game out of I don't know, the moral of it, because you don't get a personal island unless you get the 30-day premium. Anyways, so 30 days of premium costs this much. Obviously, I can get like 1 day, I can get 3 days. In 3 days, like look how much like stuff you get. I mean, really, guys. You need premium to play this game. If you think you're going to play this game without premium, you're fucking wrong. The only way you're playing this game without premium is if you're just going to mindlessly, just dumbly, lamely grind so that you could get premium status. The actual progression is basically tied to premium status. You get learning points. You get look at this, plus 50% silver. That's a lot, dude. Plus 50% gathering yield. You know how much time you're going to save? 50% time, dude. You're going to save 50% of your time in a game that's all about timed progression and accelerating your character's growth. Premium is fucking huge. If this was a free-to-play game, premium would be considered pay to win. However, you should be able, once you buy the game, as long as you play that first month, you should be able to keep up the pace of premium. Supposedly. Now remember, keep this in mind, guys, that when you buy the game, these prices are all going to be changed. So right now, everyone says, oh, it's easy to get premium. It's easy. Nobody knows for a fact how easy or hard it will be to get premium, because this is based on market value. Unless they change it, unless they iron it out or something, but this has fluctuated from what I can tell. From what I remember, this has fluctuated. So we don't know what it's going to be like. We don't know how they're going to balance it, change it. We don't know what the economy is going to be like. How easy it is going to be actually like to exchange gold and silver and all that good stuff. We don't know. Okay, so an aspect of is the game pay to win or not? I think the answer is going to be no. Unless, like, you're super casual. Because, to an extent, you need to spend money on the game. I mean, you do need to buy it in premium. Like, if you only play 1 day a month, I guess, this is a game for hardcore players anyways. So, it's debatable. It's really like the premium's not optional. It's really not. However, they do give you a way to easily buy it. Easily bunny ears. It really depends on your playstyle. I understand that we have some casual players that play games like this, especially since this is a mobile game. So we have a lot of people that play these kind of games, okay? Or want to play these kind of games. So there's one hurdle, guys. If you're going to play this game, you need to get 30 days premium, you need to buy the game, and you need to play it hardcore for at least 1 month, and then from there, it should be, rather, like, you should be able to coast. But you do need to play it for that first month at least in a hardcore sense, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? And that's the one hurdle that you'll have to come over for the game. Now, any questions so far in the stream, in the chat, guys? Have they announced a release date? Yes, actually. Let me just tab out and look for that. I believe it's June, I don't know, fucking soon, dude. Albion Online release date. It's extremely soon. Why? It's like in a couple of weeks. Okay, no, sorry. July 17th, guys. July 17th. So, I mean, in a couple of weeks, in a month. In a month, guys. The game comes out in a month. Now, I do not suggest you buy the game now, because when the game releases, it will wipe. As in, you will have to start all over. All over, guys. I mean, you could buy the game now if you see the gameplay today or recently my other videos or somebody else's videos. I don't know. It's cool. You can buy the game, but just, you will be wasting a lot of time. So, they need a whip weapon. There actually used to be some other weapon types, guys. There used to be throwing daggers, but see, because of the changes to the Destiny board, you know how I said there's 3 or 5 of every weapon? Since there was only 1 throwing daggers, they took it out. However, I think what they're going to do is probably add, they're probably going to have throwing daggers. They're probably going to have ninja stars, maybe throwing hammers. Like, legit, there are characters that have throwing axes and stuff. So I think that they will add in a new, new weapons, especially since this is a basically the whole game is about adding in new gear and progressing and leveling up and add, you know, like the gear is the game, you know, the customization of the gear. So if they don't add in new weapons, I mean, they've really only taken out weapons. If they don't add in new weapons, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. So that's what I want. Yeah, I think they should have whips. I think they should have, you know, the throwing knives, you know, stuff like that. They have a lot of cool stuff in the game. They can add way more, and they should. Your favorite weapon is the glaive? Personally, I like the spear line, yeah. The spear line is really flexible. You can do everything. You can do everything, kind of. Sort of. You know, as a solo player, I suggest 100% the spear line. Oh, and that's something that we need to talk about before we get into the action. Is that the armors and things that you choose from. Now, this might sound weird, and I kind of felt weird about this at first, but I think it's kind of interesting, and it kind of works in a way. Is in other MMOs, you have classes, and they have a role. Like, you're a tank, you're a healer, you're a DPS. But in this game, it's a little bit different. You do have those roles. Oh, you also have an extra one. Actually, over here, where is this? It is the... You actually do have a shield healer. So this... it is the arcane staff. So you actually have a shield healer. So that's cool. But that's not what I'm talking about here. Is that you have damage. Okay, you have DPS. You do have tank. You have heal. And you have shields. Okay, if you want to do that. But here's the difference. Is that you have tanks that are specific for PvP. You have tanks that are specific for soloing. You have tanks that are specific for group dungeon content. So how to prove that? How do I prove that? Let's go ahead. I think we can actually choose probably some of these weapons over here. Because this is the... Okay, so this is the Knight's line, I think. The Journeyman Warrior. So this is the Warrior line. So this is going to be... you practice this and you can learn a few of these weapons. So you have the sword. You have an axe. You have the mace. You have a two-hand hammer. And you have a crossbow and you have a shield, okay? Shield is offhand. So, if you want to, let's go swords. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so we have a bunch of different swords. So, the way this kind of works is that some swords are actually meant for PvE. Okay? Some swords are meant for PvP, and some swords are meant, like, you can kind of be a little bit more flexible with them, but they're actually meant for PvP. So an example would be like, okay, so in here, the sword line is pretty flexible as well. You can kind of do what you want, honestly. But generally, you're going to see these kind of on tanks. Well, the Depth's broadsword, I think, and then with a shield. Not really. I think tanks, you're really going to go with, what is it, the flail? Probably the flail. I think you're going to go with the flail to really tank. So that's the thing. You can go into the mace line, and like, the flail is going to be specific to, let's see, the flail has, I think it's a root, let's see, lots of interrupts, and there's things that do taunts. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Threatening strike. So the flail does a lot of threat. You increase a lot of threat. Obviously, that's specific to PvE. And there's just weapons that are really good for PvE. Actually, and then you can kind of go to, let's see, does Heavy Mace also do Threatening Strike? Yeah, they have Threatening Strike. Battle Howl is a Silence. A Silence, it could be also really good for PvE, so there's a little bit of flexibility, you know? Silencing is good actually for PvE as well, because spells will fucking nuke you. So there is some flexibility. Now, let's see. Different armors and stuff. How do I explain this even better? I'm trying to get to people who don't play Albion and trying to show it. So, okay, here's actually a great example. The Quarterstaff. The Quarterstaff is a ganking item. It is specifically ganking. So why is this a problem and why is this cool? Okay, so let's go click on the Quarterstaff or Bladed Quarterstaff or fucking whatever. So the reason why these are good for ganking is because every 5 normal attacks, your attacks stun the enemy. Also, pretty much everything about it is just about slowing, you know, an enemy, and also about stunning them. Now, more slows rather than consistent stuns, and also you have a pretty good amount of, you know, you can jump on people. So you don't do that much damage, and you don't really have the ability to tank that much. Now, you should be able to tank with temporary threat bonus, but that's another thing that we can talk about later that I need to discuss. But basically, what makes this happen, what happens here is it's very hard to level this up because this is a ganking item. So if you're basically gonna go into PvE with this, it's gonna be a little bit awkward. You're not gonna do as much DPS as a dagger build because daggers are really good for, you know, just doing tons of damage to PvE. So you're not gonna really be a DPS in the dungeons. To tank, you can't even tank until you get leveled up, like, really fucking high. You need to level this up so high, then you can get temporary threat bonus, and then even then, is it optimal? I don't know, probably not. This might be an off-tank thing, and even then, how many people are gonna go off-tank? You know, kind of debatable. So, are you gonna be damage? Are you gonna be a healer? Obviously fucking not. You don't have any healing spells here. I mean, there are some AoE healing spells with armor, but you're not really gonna... Like, basically, with this, you are a ganker, and you must play a ganker. Or, like, you know, you gotta play that kind of archetype. You can kind of do some other things, but it just kind of gets a little bit dubious and awkward. So, if you see somebody in the wilderness, or if you see somebody in a black town, and they have a quarterstaff, do not let them follow you. Make sure that they don't follow you. And actually, in fact, you should probably just wait until they fucking leave, because they will gank your ass, okay? But that's kind of a cool thing. That gives the game a readability, so that you know, oh, they have a quarterstaff. We're in the wilderness together. He's out for some fucking blood. He's out to kill somebody. So that's kind of how it works. A little bit. There's a little bit of flexibility, like I said, with the spears. You get a little bit of flexibility. A little bit. But yeah. You know, the healing staff, obviously, you are going to be a healer. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You will be a healer. Which is kind of tragic. See, in my opinion, I feel like you should be able to do, like, a paladin build. You should be able to have a priest staff or druid, or maybe if you want to be a shaman, have the nature staff with a shield, and you can kind of pseudo-tank and kind of heal yourself and just kind of be a tank, because healing gives threat, stuff like that, and you have the AoE damage with nature staff. But I don't think it's really optimal. I think you can kind of theory craft and stuff like that, but even though the game is about customization with the builds and things like that, not really. It's actually, you know, there are classes in the game, there are levels in the game, there are specific things, okay? So if you have a quarterstaff, you're basically going to be a ganker. You're a ganker, essentially. You know, if you have a shield, you're a tank, essentially. That's kind of how it works. There is a little bit of flexibility, but I don't want to get your hopes up. It's not like you're going to be making a paladin build. It's not like you're going to be making, like, a frost tank build. It doesn't quite work like that. I wish it did, and I think it can work with some balance tweaks, and maybe somebody can theory craft, and maybe eventually it can work, but right now, from my experience, that is not at all the case. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. Okay, I think I said enough there. So anyways, I missed chat a lot. So what's going on? Okay, I heard this game is a grind. The game is a grind, but the game is also kind of theme parky now, which has been hit or miss for the community. But the game is very grindy. It is. But at the same time, for me personally, I don't really grind that much, though I did grind on stream. I did. It's really grindy in a lot of ways that I don't like. They made it grindy to push and make you forced to buy a premium, which I don't agree with. But at the same time, you can just queue up for dungeons. You can just you can duel. You can just sit here and duel inside the cities, which is a viable thing. You can actually make a lot of money dueling. I wish that you gained some sort of experience from dueling in PvP. However, I guess that could be exploited. Still, you know, I think it would be cool. It just kind of sucks. It seems like it's really hard to level up PvP, but there are ways. Actually, we're going to do this. We're actually going to show you a theme park element. We can actually run over here into these instances, and you can just queue up for them. Now, even though Albion Online is supposed to be a full loot game, there are these instance dungeons, but trust me, guys, the risk and reward is so much better to go out into the wilderness and go out somewhere else. So, I guess we're going to do Expedition 4 here, and we're just going to start, we're just going to queue up for this. We're just going to jump into this. This is a solo thing. Now, you can actually... We're just going to do this. I've already done videos on solo, and I think I've already done one on group as well. But we're just going to jump in here and just try to have some fun. So you can just see some gameplay while I respawn to chat. So what's going on, chat? Hey, guys. Hey, how you doing? Oh, off-tank. Off-tank means, like, sometimes in Albion Online... it's almost actually impossible to maintain aggro of all the ads. It's not quite as easy like in World of Warcraft, at least what I've played of World of Warcraft and Terra. In other games, it's a bit easier to keep aggro of like everything. But in this game, there's so many skill shots, there's so much going on, like you have to move around the world so much, and there are some times where you're just gonna be flooded with ads. Like seriously guys, there's a lot of freaking ads in this game. Sometimes, and there's just there's so many AoE circles you need to get the fuck out of that it's really important to maybe have people that can either be very survive a 1v1 with any of the mobs, maybe have maybe 2 healers, or have what's called an off tank. So it is a tank that can, in case in case everything gets swarmed, then they're very survivally, and they will be totally fine. Oh, we got some new abilities here. And they'll be able to pull some of the taunts. They'll be able to pull some of the, the aggro there. So they're not the main tank, but just in case shit hits the fan, they're there. So that's kind of what an off tank is. Off tank is, you know, well, just kind of a side tank. It's utilized sometimes in very specific situations. But if you're going to, like, see, the thing with Albion is you totally could make a character that is a side tank, an off tank, right? But that's the thing, is if you're specializing in that aspect, it's going to be hard for you to do a lot of stuff. You might be able to PvP, like I said, with the quarterstaff, you could do that. You might be able to solo some content very slowly, albeit, but you might be able to do that. And you're going to have a unique leveling experience trying to do that. So, like, for instance, if you're a PvPer, then you're going to go out into the wilderness, you're probably going to kill a lot of animals, you're going to be grinding out in the open world, and then you're going to PvP people. So that's what you're going to do. If you are a tank, you're going to constantly be in a group. If you're a healer, you will not be soloing. Generally. I mean, you can to an extent, but you won't be soloing content. Kind of. So there are certain roles and certain weapon builds that, and I kind of don't agree with it, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting, I guess. It's an aspect that we can talk about, is if you're doing these, if you're trying to do a certain build, your leveling and how you level is going to be unique. And that means that you won't be able to do certain content, at least as efficiently. Now, maybe if you have a really good group that wants to kind of power level you, it can kind of work, but for the most part, if you want to be optimal, you will level up uniquely depending on your builds. No, there is no jumping tiers, which is, I don't know, the game can feel pretty grindy sometimes. Pretty grindy. Now, I should walk through this content because I'm a whole tier higher, plus I've done this dungeon lots of times and I know all these mechanics. As you can see, there's lots of skill shots and stuff, but there's going to get to a point where you're going to be playing with monsters that will stun you, and then because of the ads around them, or maybe their follow-up shots, they will fucking kill you, dude. They will kill you, my friends. If you get hit by their stun, or their slow, or if you just don't evade it, they will kill you. It will wreck your faces, man. Now, of course, I have a lot of skill shots myself that I need to aim. Now, the mobs don't run around, really, but they do. They track pretty freaking good. Now, there isn't really kiting. Not quite. There's not quite kiting in this game, but kind of. So if you do have a bow or a spear, you can kind of actually kite just a little bit, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, these skill shots. If this hits you, you get stunned. Now imagine being surrounded by like a bunch of archers and getting stunned by that. You know how bad that would be? You'd be dead. You'll die. You're dead. Now, being a healer in this game can be really fun, especially as a shield healer, which is why I leveled up that, I want to level up the arcane staff. I think it could be really cool, could be really fun. And there are different kinds of tanks. Like I said, there are different kinds of tanks and ways to tank, sort of, in this game. I think it needs to be expanded a little bit better. But overall, it's, you know, it's a kind of an interesting take on the Holy Trinity. Because there's like a, I don't know, it definitely is interesting. So what I want to do is probably not actually go out here and fight. I really don't want to just sit here and evade these nonstop. Which could really fuck me up. So let me go kill this catapult. Let's go wreck this catapult. This mortar here. So let's try to not freaking get wrecked here. With this ability, I have to stand still. So, yeah, I gotta watch my timing here. Let's go kill this thing first. Yeah, you gotta constantly move. So it's a click to, you know, it's a click to move game. It's a point and click game. But the combat is not standstill. It's not. The game is very mobile. It's one of the most mobile games. And to me, this is why I'm excited for the game, actually. Is normally people would be like, yo, PvE sucks. You know, it's a PvP game. It's all about the PvP. And the PvE is the high point of the game. But actually, in my opinion, I think it's the PvEVP. Going into these dungeons, which have their own intricate mechanics, and sometimes can be a tough challenge for certain groups. Actually, in this game, when you mix that, plus the PvP, which is wholly intricate, really in-depth, then shit gets crazy. Like, could you imagine if I got ganked right now? Which I can't because it's an instance, but could you imagine something like that? Like right now, just getting ganked when all the shit's going down? Could be really fun. It could be fun for the, you know, aggressors too. I mean, we could just duke it out right here. So that's what leaves me very excited for, you know, Albion Online, is the open world content, which is why I'm building my character to be a solo ganker character. So I have a spear, so I have a little bit more survivability. At the same time, I can do a lot of damage. I'm very flexible. Oh yeah, guys, there's different kinds of damage too. As well, you have AoE clears, which you're going to see here. I'm actually going to build up my stacks, so my jump does a lot of damage. So about right here, we're going to do it right here. Boom, there we go. Bunches of damage, and then, see, I got a lot of AoE damage. I really do. I got a lot of flexibility. I got a lot of range. Oh yeah, the spear is also pseudo-ranged if you use the spirit stacks. which is what I'm doing. It's a Spirit Spear. There isn't really an effect for it, which I think they need to add. But yeah, it's pretty neato. Anyways, so yeah, I get a ranged attack, actually. So yeah, pseudo-ranged. Unless they change the range, but there we go. We get some silver. Mobs drop silver if they're human-type characters. If they're creatures, they drop fur. Let's get a chest. Open the chest. Okay, or not. I didn't want any loots. That's fun. Totally fine. Preference for knockback crowd control focus. There is a chest piece that has a wind wall, like Yasuo, but it literally knocks back people. I think a lot of people use that in PvP. Also PvE. It can be really good to separate certain mobs that could just do a shit fucking ton of damage. Wait, how do I get up here? Oh, yeah. See, those markers generally dictate or indicate a boss. So I'm not going to go into a fucking boss area, even if I am slightly stronger than these mobs, and, you know, have this freaking mortar raining down on me. Hell no, dude. I ain't risking that. This game's all about risk and reward. It's a lot of preparation, less so than RuneScape, but a lot more mechanics than RuneScape. I will admit, RuneScape has been trying to mix that up with RuneScape 3, which is pretty cool. Hey, RuneScape 3 I think has a membership right now. You can, see, I got stunned. See, you gotta make sure, dude. You gotta get the fuck out of those things. Like, the timings on these skill shots are just so that you can walk out of them sometimes. Especially if you fight a mage. You do have some abilities that are jumps and leaps and stuff, which is pretty cool. Have you tried using Spirit Charge? The one where you can charge for like 20 seconds to do massive damage? Yeah, let's see. That is actually... Let's go to my inventory. I can do that. I have... Wait, can I do that? Where's... I thought... Where is that? Spirit Charge. Is that a... No, wait, hold on. That's a... Is that a... I know what you're talking about. And I did that build one time. I did it in a dungeon. Is that a different spear? Oh, Inner Focus. Okay, so Inner Focus is what I think what you're talking about. Here, we'll try that. I don't like it because it gives me worse clear. So we have Spirit Spear, and then we have Inner Focus. And then we have a Reckless Charge kind of thing, and we can do some... Anyways, guys, basically what this build is going to do is you charge... Okay, so this is kind of ganky, and this is how the spear can be ganky. Oh yeah, you can change abilities at any time now, if you haven't played since Alpha. This is probably a bad idea going into a boss like this, but basically what I can do is I can charge my W, so I hold it, and I channel it. Oh wow, they made that way faster. And then I can queue this up, and then I can do lots of damages, lots of big damages here. And then I queue up this, and then I do my 3. Hold on, wait. They actually, I think they balance changed it. Hold on, the balance change is weird. So this is a lot. Okay, so Q changed. I mean, my W changed. This is different. This is different. So one second, I'm gonna have to reread that. But basically, you can charge up some attacks and jump on people, but I don't remember it being that fast. Before, it was a much longer channel. Also, you want to stay the fuck away from that attack. That is crazy huge. Whoops. Interrupt. Interrupts are huge in this game, guys. You probably want an interrupt. Also, you notice I'm running out of mana. Mana is a legit concern in this game. For some builds more than others, but yeah. Okay. So, hold on. This changed a little bit. Focus your inner strength on the battlefield and channel up to 2 seconds. I thought before it was like 8 seconds. Each 0.2 seconds, you will increase your damage by 4%, and your crowd control duration by 4%, and your movement speed by 6%. Stacks up to 10 times. Wait. So there's the 10. And then basically this gives my next attack a big boom. So basically what I want to do with this combo is this also has CC. And it gives me charges towards an enemy and dealing damage, and it knocks them back. It knocks them back. I don't know if this actually is going to increase my knockback, but it says increases my crowd control duration. I don't think they're stunned proper. So you might want to use this with, you might want to use that with the glaive. The glaive or the other thing, the smash. So I don't know. Anyway, so what you want to do is queue up this, which gives me more damage for more stacks. So you want to queue this up. And then immediately after doing that, you're going to press W. There is a global cooldown, so you got to watch out for that. And then immediately try to jump on somebody. So this does big damage. And then there you go. And that's what you can do. So that's kind of a ganky thing. Oh yeah, also you can do poison, which gives your next attack a poison, which does a lot of damage. So the spear can be extremely fucking ganky. So let's go ahead and try that. We're going to do it with the poison, though, this time. And poison him. I don't know if he'll die from that, but I'll make sure. Okay, he's probably going to die from that. I wanted to hit both of them, which would have done a lot of damage. Okay, there we go. So you can kind of become bursty with the spear. You could be damage over time with the spear. It really depends on what you want to do with the spear. And, you know, to a lesser extent, every weapon has a little bit of flexibility, but some weapons, like I said, are more specific than others. So for me personally, I actually like lunging strike with force to spears, with reckless charge, and I like it having with life leech. Wait, why can't I do aggressive rush? Why can't I do that? Did I level up enough to do this? When did that happen? Did they change? Hold on, wait, did they change that? Hold on, guys. I need to look at something. Now, we do have a timer, but we have a long timer. Before, it was really hard to level this shit up, dude. Like, I only just then unlocked Life Leech. So I don't know why I have Aggressive Rush. Did this change? Can you upgrade a weapon's tier? There are different tiers of weapon. There are different enchantments. So there's a normal 5. Actually, I can show you that. I think I can show you that. But then there's like an enchanted level 5. Kind of, there's level 4. Hold on, how do I show this? How do I show? I don't know how to show you this without. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to show that. But there are different. Like there's tier 4, tier 5, tier 6. But there's also like in between tiers, like enchanted different levels of enchantments. So it looks like I've unlocked. Okay, so this is cool. So like I was saying with the roll thing. So if you do this is kind of awkward to me. So here we go. If I have slow poison, every normal attack slows creatures and players by a certain amount. But you get this first, or that's how it used to be. And then so that means this is a PvP weapon. Slows are mainly for PvP. But then you have this, Life Leech, which restores health. So this is for solo play. Okay, so this is for staying alive, you know, soloing dungeons. Or maybe you just want to be an off-tank or something. Maybe, not really. You can't really off-tank. I mean, kind of, I guess. If somehow, if you had a shield in the other hand, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this way you get a little bit of life steal and you can become a little bit more survivally. But then this is for damage, if you want to be DPS. But the thing is the best way to level up is to be DPS. Why isn't this first? And then survival second. And then, you know, PvP last. Because PvP is the hardest to level up. I think they changed this, though, because I shouldn't have this unlocked right now. I don't know why I do have it unlocked. We can play with it for a little bit. Because I do have an attack speed build. So I do have armor that gives me attack speed. And I do have armor that increases my healing and damage. So every 4 normal attacks, I do more damage. Also, my Spirit Spear, I could, if I did want to do that, it's focused on attack speed, which increases my normal attack damage. I could do Inner Focus, which, you know, helps me with my attacks, you know, increases my overall damage. Maybe we could just do this. Let's just auto attack. So this is just going to be pure auto attack right now. Pure auto attack. Actually, we can even change this to haste, where we do even more auto attacks. Yeah, we have increased attack speed. So we're just going to do attack speed focus. So you can do ability focus with the spear. You can do attacks, you know, focused on pure attacks. You do a little bit of a hybrid, which is what I do. So yeah, with the spear, you're very flexible. And I think it's a really good way to kind of show and highlight the itemization of the game if you guys want to follow along with me for this incredibly long stream. And I'm sorry if I'm going to miss some chat, guys. I'm kind of talking your heads off here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Just interrupt that. Let's go ahead with attack speed. He's going to do his shield soon. So let's kind of proc him to do that. Okay, now we'll switch to the other target. So yeah, look at this attack speed, dude. It's incredible. It's incredible, man. We got some damage. Okay, I'm going to poison this guy because he's taking a little bit to kind of kill here. Now, we did take a lot more damage. See, we're taking a lot more damage without having the healing. We might have killed him a little bit faster, but I don't really think so. So going attack speed is really going to be for single target focus, but I think I could have killed them both faster if I focused on AoE. So personally, for the spear, I like lunging strike. I like Forest of Spears, which is the Pantheon, essentially. This is essentially a Pantheon build. The Reckless Charge, and I do like Life Leech. I think Life Leech is cool. You can actually kite a little bit. Slowing creatures by 40%, if you have that with Spirit Spear, or, you know, you don't even need Spirit Spear for the range. You can use Lunging Strike. You can do that, and you can have the slow poison, and you can kind of kite. So basically, you're still going to get hit. You know, you're not going to perfect kite, but you're going to be able to dodge some attacks. You will be able to stop some things, and you're probably going to do, like, they'll do 2 attacks and you'll do 3 attacks. So instead of perfect trading, you will have a little bit of an advantage. Yeah, using spacebar to attack is nice. However, I like to target very specific creatures, and sometimes they get inside of each other, and you don't have as much accuracy with just hitting spacebar. So whenever like the tank and the archer were right into each other, it's good to target specific people. or you're just gonna get fucked. So even though your W is AoE, it actually does some pretty good DPS. Nothing to really worry about here. So yeah, my build is kind of half and half. It's kind of focused on abilities, kind of focused on auto attacking. It's really more of interweaving abilities, kind of kiting, attacking, stuff like that. Now, yeah, we'll keep haste because haste is actually gonna give me some survivability. Now, you see, you can actually pull different creatures. Now, since I heal on auto attack, this is good for me with haste because then I actually heal way more. So that's pretty neat. Should be able to get a fuel W here. So yeah, the game actually is, I think, mechanically demanding, which is kind of funny since it's kind of a mobile game. Now this is a healer, shouldn't have to worry about nothing here. If he starts to heal, we'll just kind of we'll E him. Our E does more damage as we get more spear charges. So we have 3. It's gonna do the most right now. If I wanted to just jump in there and do that, so let's try it. Boom, pow, ka-chow. We're gonna kind of run back, get some more charges, dodge those fucking AoEs, man. Dodge them. And they just kind of melee him down. So any questions so far, guys, on Albion Online? The game will be pay to play. It is not a free to play game. Oops, miss. You can whiff in this game, guys. There are very few targeted abilities. The game used to have a lot more. There's a few now. But for the most part, the game is still a very mechanical game. I'm gonna try to aggro this guy. So you do have pools and I mean, it doesn't matter. I could probably just wreck their faces. Let's hit all 3 of them, so I get a big charge there. Let's stop that shit. Interrupt that. Do some big damage. Move out of the way for that. I do like this. This build gives me... See, look at my clears. When it comes to AoE, the spear actually is really good at AoE clears. Because you can get your spear stacks really freaking high. You just do a lot of damage. And you actually have some decent survivability. You really do. Depending on your build. So this is what... I guess I would call this the Vanguard build. This is for the person who goes out into the darkness. Into the shadows. Where no one else is brave enough to go alone. And you light the way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you literally do because you have a torch for the attack speed boost. But, yeah. You could go... I don't know. I think torch is the way to go. You could go shield for damage reduction, survivability. There's also some things that'll give you cooldown reduction if you want to go full ability. Which you can. Which you can do. Let's try to get these guys in the same area here so I can kill them both at the same time. Uh-oh. A little bit awkward there. Okay. Oh, no, we're not going to make it. No, we're stuck here. Yeah, no, we're just going to get chain stunned here. So getting stunned sucks. It's a suckerino. Do I recommend the game? I recommend the game for specific people. I don't think I really ever recommend a game for just anybody, but, you know, I mean, maybe a free-to-play game, it's like, hey, it's worth trying because, you know, it's free-to-play, but this is not a free-to-play game. This game is not for everybody. So let's actually go attack speed because we're taking some damage here. Move out of the way here. Jump on him when he's done with that. Oh, I actually jumped into the stun. My B, dude. Just kind of get some attacks. That should go to where I am now. Nope. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, since I'm hurt, I want to change to Mending Wounds. And by the time that gets there, we can use it to heal up our mana and our health. It is very grindy. I think as they add more content, it's going to feel less and less grindy. But there is a element to grind. It is a sandbox PvP game, so just like any other, there is going to be a massive amount of grind. If you're not interchanging that with going to dungeons, if you're not interchanging that with playing with new groups, doing everything the game has to offer, you know, a little bit of gathering, a little bit of something, you know, if you just do the same thing over and over again, it's not going to be fun. I don't think it will. So you got to do a little bit of mixture of things. However, the game does make it hard to do that. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that. It makes it pretty hard, but there we go. So yeah, did that. We're gonna Mending Wounds, get right back into the action. Can't use the heal in combat. There are a few combat heals for sure, but for the most part, not that much. If you want to go a pure lifesteal build, you're gonna have to go. What is it? The one-handed axe? I think it's one-handed axe, or is it two-handed axe? One of the axes has an actual like lifesteal ability, and then on top of that, you can go attack. I think you can get life on hit. So, you know, there's other ways you can do a Vanguardy or solo survival type of build. But it's a lot more specific than you'd think. There's very few, you know, archetypal builds. There really are, you know? It's very specific. It's no joke, man. Yeah. So you're going to have your tank with the flail, essentially flail or hammer. You know, it's going to be the mace line, probably. I mean, that's what I've seen. Overwhelmingly, that's what I've seen. Maybe people have wisened up. Maybe there are some ways to build around it. You know, because team compositions, it's possible. It's not impossible. So yeah, with this build, I clear pretty fast. I have a lot of uptime. I'm good to go. I'm very comfortable with this build. But that's just me. As a solo player, that's me. I technically don't think I do as much damage as some other characters to bosses. Like if it's just a solo boss, you know, obviously double daggers is going to be holy hype. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fine against trash mobs and clearing trash mobs. Oh baby. That's pretty dirty. I'm actually going to pull these guys away because I really don't want him to hit me. Oh, and there's an ability I haven't really shown you, but I do have a stealth. So if I do get in danger, I can stealth. I can't move while in stealth, but I do have a stealth, and that'll de-aggro things. So even though stealth, that might seem like a PvP ability, it's actually a really good ability for survivability. You might want it in a group. If you gain aggro, you instantly wash away the aggro with invisibility. So I do like the kind of duality with some abilities. I think they need to incorporate that a little bit better with some other things. Like the quarterstaff, I think it's just really fucking awkward to level up quarterstaff. I don't know if you guys have been able to. I had some awkwardness, you know, it was really hard getting groups to actually succeed with it. I mean, maybe they were noobs, I don't know, but that was just been my experience. I would love to know yours. I'll leave it in the comments below or in the stream chat right now. And yeah, after this dungeon, I'll be right on reading the chat, guys. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard. Yes, this is, okay, by the way, even though I play solo, I'm actually going to do an editorial on this, but let me just say, playing solo and playing alone are two different things. Just because I'm solo does not mean I will be playing this game alone. Even if you go off on your own and do your own thing, like your own gathering, maybe you solo monsters, maybe you're just silvering, this game is meant for guilds. You should not be playing this game alone. Okay, so this boss is, I've always had difficulties with this boss. I don't know about you guys, but this boss is freaking, I don't know, awkward, dude. It's just awkward to me. So I'm actually, let's go with Inferno Shield, because I think I might be taking a lot of unnecessary damage. Maybe. Probably. I'm going to still keep the stealth, just in case. I mean, I should be able to handle this, but you never know what they change, so. I think the idea is to kill this small person first. Oh my god. But he runs around a lot, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool, interesting AI design. So you want to do that, probably, I think. You know, as a group, it gets much, much harder. Yeah, because this person shields the other person. So you want to do that, and then I think he becomes enraged afterwards. So then you're going to want to, like, kick his ass afterwards. But I don't know if you kill one or the other, if they just, like, Ornstein Smo kind of thing. We always kill the small one, because the small one gives a shield to this guy. So I got 2 spirit stacks. I'm going to get 3, do an auto attack. I'm going to jump on this kid, do big damages, slap him in the face. Okay, never mind. We were good. As a group, though, they spawn, like, these little fire laser towers that you have to run around. It's fucking really hard as a group. Like I said, these are actually easy dungeons, and the rewards are really not that great. So this is really there to kind of practice builds, to level up, you know, like if you got a quarterstaff and a group won't fucking take you anywhere. So I do like that Albion has this. I do not think it really detracts from the open world dungeons, because that's where you really want to go. You really want to go to open world dungeons. Though there's competition, sometimes there's PvP, you know, you got to think of those things, but they do have a little thing for, you know, people that just need to get started. So that's good. All right, chat. What are you guys thinking? What do you guys think of Albion Online so far? What's the idea? And we can watch some PvP here. A little bit of the PvP. Well, is this healing staff actually gonna win? There's no way, dude. No way. Is this real life? Yeah, no way, dude. The healing staff can only stand still and just heal himself. There's like nothing he can do. So what you're seeing right now is the staff is just standing still, healing himself, and just doing very little damage to this guy. Because he cannot outrun the swords. What he's trying to do is he's trying to survive the swords until the swords run out of energy, and he can't combo as much anymore, and then he's trying to interweave some attacks. So really, this is the only time you're ever going to see standstill, because he made the tactical decision that I can't outrun these swords, I can't out DPS these swords quite. So he needs to really do his rotation perfectly in order to have a proper chance. So now the swords are out of energy. So now that the swords are out of energy, all he can do is just kind of do auto attacks and kind of wait for the energy to replenish. But now I think the healer has the upper hand as long as he can actually get a big burst of healing and actually get those cooldowns off. He can actually heal himself back up to full. There he goes. And now he can interchange a little bit more attacks. Now the sword actually is going to start running away a little bit. And I think he's actually he's done. He's done, I think. I think he gave up. He fleed. So surprisingly enough, The healer, who just stood still and seemingly I thought would lose, actually maybe had the advantage here. I don't know actually if he just has, I don't know if this guy missed his rotations. I don't know if this guy did the perfect reactions, but overall I think that was actually an exciting fight despite it being standstill, because you can clearly see the skill involved. You know, with the rock, paper, scissors, the predictions, you also have the actual countermeasures and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Oh, I like this ability. Yo, they kind of changed the effects for that. That's pretty cool. I like that ability. That's a pretty cool ability. This guy's, wow, a lot of people are using healing staffs and dueling. Holy shit, that guy also won with the healing staff? Did healing staff get a fucking buff? Holy shit, dude, that's the great priest staff. I don't know what's going on, but holy moly, dude. Well, then again, he was using a tank weapon, but, you know, still. Pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting stuff. So what's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Yes, you can play the game solo. I'm playing the game solo, and that's probably how I will mostly play it. But the full game is really experienced through guilds. So if you haven't seen it, let's go to the world map here. This is probably going to be the most comprehensive video on Albion that there is. Not just dumb hype. I'm giving it to you like it is. Anyways, so here's the map, guys. It's a pretty big map. I think it's actually been kind of constrained a little bit and a little bit more reorganized if you guys haven't played since the alpha. You have your main continent here, which has, I think, a little bit of PvP. Which has yellow zones. Oh no, there's red zones. But then you have the black zones. Now these zones are intense. Holy shit, that's fucking loud. I'm getting the hell away from that. You have black zones, which are just completely open PvP. Black zones, you lose all your shits. But you also have a chance to earn a lot of stuff, and there's some really cool bosses and stuff to fight here too. Somebody wants to fight me, actually. Do you guys think I should? I'll accept it. Who's fighting me? Oh, this guy? Oh shit. He's way higher level than me. GG. Look, he's probably like tier 6. Oh my god, GG, guys. Let's go. So he's got his shield out. He's going to be absorbing a lot of my damage here. I'm actually going to, I'm silenced. I'm pretty fucking silenced, dude. Wow, the silence is a lifetime. Heard that shit was OP. But anyways, I'm actually going to go invisible here. He knows where I went invisible, though. However, I'm just going to wait for my cooldowns again, because I want to reburst him, and I know that his cooldowns won't be off then. So what I can do is kind of kite around a little bit. I got a lot of speed that I can kind of run around here. I can actually kind of interrupt this. I'm silenced again, but I can run away. So that's kind of what you want to do as a spear, is kind of evade a little bit, as much as you can, really, but there's not too much that you can do to an extent. So you can try, but this guy is just so much higher level than me, and you can actually kind of see, like, it's not the skill gap, I mean, to an extent, but it's just, yeah. He just has stronger gear than me. So he has tier 6. He has full tier 6. He had full tier 6, and I have full tier 5. So, I think maybe it starts equalizing a little bit around tier 6. Like, depending on your builds. Like, if I had a different build, you know, maybe more burst. You know, when I could burst him, and then he wouldn't be able to absorb a lot of my damage over time. Maybe I would have been able to beat him. But for the most part, killing people with higher tiers, which I have done before, it is possible, especially in the open world. But in duels, obviously, a tier 5 is going to be to tier 4. Generally, a tier 6 is going to be to tier 5. That does exist. It does. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I know you can beat them, and it depends, you know, rock, paper, scissors of builds. If you have a dual build and they have just a normal tank build, probably you're going to win. But, you know, the whole tier thing, it matters. It really matters in this game. It does. Like, leveling up and getting the higher tiers matters. Now, I don't know if it's always a flat progression. I'm assuming that it's not. I'm assuming that tier 7 isn't as big of an upgrade to tier 6 as tier 6 is a tier 5. That's what I'm assuming, but I don't actually know that. Okay? No, the game comes out in 1 month. Would you straight up recommend this game? No, I would not. This game is not for everybody, and even for the subset of people who like hardcore sandbox MMOs, people like hardcore sandbox MMOs for very specific reasons. If you like really complicated mechanics, you know, mechanical fighting, 1v1 fighting, you're going to either want to play Darkfall or Black Desert Online. Those are the two games that you can play. If you like it for the open scale, like sieging and guild versus guild kind of stuff, Black Desert Online, honestly, is kind of more of a Zergy fest, but you can do stuff like in Darkfall, which is kind of more guild versus guild. You might like that. And you also want to play Arcage. Tragically, the guild versus guild in Arcage is kind of a little bit fucking pay to win, which sucks. But, you know, that's the game you go to. However, if you want guild v guild, which is more MOBA-like, which has a mix of tactical gameplay, tactical elements, and a mix of mechanics, because this game is mechanical. If you like games like League of Legends PvP, but you want that in an MMO setting, that's what Albion Online does. That's what Albion is. Albion Online is basically, think League of Legends without characters. You can customize your own classes, and it has dungeons, and it has PvP, like guild versus guild. It actually has the competitive mode of this game is 5v5. It's a 5v5 brawler arena, but there's also Zergs and stuff like that too. You just don't have siege weapons, you don't have siege vehicles, you do have mounts, but you don't have mounted combat. So it is on foot, you know, boots to the ground. You get your fucking blade staffs, your maces, your spears, and you point it at the enemy and try to stick it in them before they stick theirs in you. That's what you want to do. So that's what this game is. Oh yeah, and a fuck ton of grind. There is a real economy in this, which a lot of MMOs don't quite have. Everything in this game is basically player made. I think there's very few exceptions. There's very rare ingredients like the essences. I think you can actually even make those. But there's very few things that, you know, obviously like the hides, you need to go and kill a creature, the creature drops it, but that's still a player that actually accrued that. A player actually gets that stuff and then sells it. And the markets, unlike Black Desert Online, are unique to the individual cities. So you need to go to the cities and buy the stuff there. So theoretically, what you can do is buy a shit ton of stuff in one city and then transport it to another, like the desert has a lot of leather, or something like that. Now, that's theoretical. We actually tested that on stream. It doesn't quite work like that, not quite. How it really acts is really more just supply-demand, period. So, for instance, the city I'm in is actually incredibly populated. Incredibly populated because this is, like, the closest to the Black lands, the Black PvP lands. So what you might want to do is buy some cheap stuff. Like, you might want to buy some cheap leather. Actually, I don't even know how to describe this. Stuff here sells, like, there's a lot of competition here. So there are unique markets, but depending on what you buy and sell, I don't think it's quite exactly what is actually around the area. Like, there's a lot of leather in the desert. There's a lot of ore in the mountains. There's a lot of plants that you can harvest in the swamps. But I don't think it's like you can get a bunch of plants here and then sell it here, get a bunch of iron here, and then sell the iron there, get a bunch of leather here, and sell it here. I don't think it quite works like that. I think that's the dream, but I don't think it quite works like that. It's really just more supply-demand. Like, stuff is cheaper in one city and more expensive in another, harder to sell in another city, easier to sell in another city. That's what I've experienced so far, but it does have that dynamic, real player-based economy. So, yes, you do get the most out of, oh yeah, shit, I didn't actually show that. You do get the most out of the game with a guild because you kind of need to play as a guild because there are team-based or, like, non-soloable dungeons. Like, you're not meant to solo the dungeons, and I mean, if you solo them, it's basically impossible. You might be able to go into them and kind of kill a few trash mobs, and it could be worth it, probably not. But basically, there are dungeons that, like, you fucking need players. You need, like, a guild. You need more than just a group, a big, like a raid to accomplish them. Not only that, but there's the threat of PvP. So you need your friends, you need your family to come and help you out. But also, if you notice, there are guild banners of guilds actually contesting and owning areas. And you actually have guild towns, you have guild kingdoms. So this is a guild, you know, conquest game. This is a game, this is literally kind of like, in a way, an MMO RTS. You need to actually allocate your resources, which exist in real time, and you need to transport them, which is why people have oxes, so they can transport shit. They go into town, they transport it to their kingdom. You know, this guy probably is getting an ox, getting a bunch of materials that he needs for crafting, or for his gatherers, or I don't fucking know, whatever. And he's gonna go bring it to, who knows where he is? Maybe he's over here. And there's like a little competition here between these two guilds or whatever. Maybe they want to conquest and finish this off, because right here it shows that there's a lot of leather. So they want to hold this because this gives them kind of a little bit of control over this leather. They want this place. They want to dominate this place. And if they have more leather, that means their guild is overall more supplied. You know, when it comes to PvP armors, which is a lot of leather, a lot of leather is going to be used a little bit. I think you know, when it comes to PvP, overall, I think a lot of people just mix cloth and plate a lot, and a little bit of leather. I think it's pretty even. I think leather is really more of a solo survival thing, but whatever. Anyways, that's just an example. Fuck, I don't know. So, that's how that is. Oh yeah, if you see this marker, right here. This area has an unusual concentration of dire boars and dire bears and other wild animals. That just means there's more leather, more creatures to kill, so more leather to get, and that's why you want to own that resource. And you're not going to do that as a solo player. You're not going to do that. You need a guild. That's what it's all about, baby. So it's a guild game. So we did a dungeon. We can actually do a group dungeon. I could show you the layer of complexity there. We're going to go do that. So yeah, guys, today's stream is basically going to be me running down everything that I can show you in Albion Online, if you want to know right now. So we can actually solo one thing, and then we can go into a group. So we can actually go and do a tier 5. So since I'm full tier 5, I'm thinking I could do that. I can play as a DPS. Now it won't let you queue up as one. Okay, so this is something that kind of happens. You cannot queue up as a supportive, like a healer, and you can't queue up as a tank unless you have a tank weapon. But this sucks because there are weapons that could potentially tank. You know, like I said with the quarterstaff, you potentially maybe could. You know, you could maybe have the nature staff with a shield and be like a shaman build. Kind of, maybe? I don't know. It might be possible. There are things that might be possible, but the game is just like, no, it's not. Yes, we have all this flexibility with character customization, but not really. That's basically what they're telling you. It's like, yeah, you can make your own class, but actually, us as developers, we've basically dictated what roles and classes you're really going to be playing. So if you want to be a tank, pick up a shield and a flail, or go two-handed hammer. That's kind of what they're saying. Now, there is still some flexibility, but not nearly as much as this game is selling itself to be. I will tell you that. Let's go ahead and register here. Now we have to queue up and have to wait for that. Now, one cool thing is you can just queue up and then kind of go out into the town, go out somewhere and just kind of, you know, mine or something for a little bit. That's what you can do. It's pretty easy. Overall, I will say this game is pretty simple to understand. It really is. It's not too complicated. It's not. I think it's deceptively complicated in some ways, in bad ways. Like I said, with the mixing and matching complexity of the game, there really isn't that. So it's really simple. It actually really is. It's really not that hard. You know, learning the auction house and everything, it's super simple. It's as basic as it gets, guys, without being like Black Desert Online simplistic. So yeah. Looks like this guy died. Yeah, this guy's full naked. This guy's full naked. Now, are you wondering, is there instant transportation in this game? There is, in a way. You can actually transport. There is teleporting to your personal island if you are in a town that has a personal island connected to it, I think. There is, but that's not really, I don't know, that's not really teleporting across the world. There are transports, so you can actually pay some silver to teleport your character to another city, but you have to be naked. So you're not just going to be instantly transporting goods, because you need to have that fear. If you're going to have goods and potentially be PvP'd, that's what the game's all about. It's all about that risk and reward, you know, trying to decide, should you go through the red area or should you go through 2 yellow areas? Should you run this way or should you run that way? You know, stuff like that. Or should you hire somebody or have a guildmate come and escort you? Because if you have a shit ton of stuff, you might want to have some protectors. That's what this game's about. Our towns that are populated throughout the whole world, there are towns that are completely dead. So there are towns where you basically won't be selling shit, essentially. You might be able to corner the market and sell one specific thing there that maybe people need. So let's go with an example. Actually, no, I think they changed that recently, or they will be changing that. There are towns up here. There are towns up here that it might be harder to get certain things. No, I think it. I don't know. They're changing a lot about towns and how they work. I think they got rid of port towns, kind of, or did they not? I remember with the newest update, I think they're changing how. I think they're not having auction houses in black towns. So I don't know if I can actually say anything about that. What is this? Portal to Carleon? Oh, okay, so they did. They got rid of. Okay, so yeah, okay, they got rid of port towns because basically port towns were basically empty. So now I guess they have these portals. So now instead of having a ship, yeah, is there no port towns now? So is there just? So there are ports, but they only go to different areas of the same continent. So you have to teleport? So I'm assuming the teleport is in here. Or some, like, I don't actually fucking know, man. Anyways, so, okay, yeah, some things have changed. I'm not too familiar with it. But it looks like they have portals now instead of auction houses. Or maybe there still is an auction house. There's a siege camp. I don't know. It's a little bit confusing, guys. But anyways, yeah. Boobies. You know how much it's going to cost on release? I was under the impression it would be $30. That's what I've been told. That's what I think it's going to be. It might change. It's $30 right now. I bought into the game. I do not have press access. This is my personal money that I paid to buy into the game. So I'm not, you know, swayed whatsoever in telling you guys to buy the game or not to buy the game. So I'll tell you right now, if you guys are going to hang out with me and try to learn about the game, I'll try to tell you everything I know about the game as real as possible, okay? That's what I do. You know, that's what my Patreons want me to do. So I think you should look into the game, have some fun. Oh, that booty wiggle. You know, maybe if you're going to buy it now, I'm going to say don't. I'm like, even if you really want to play it, I'm just going to say don't. You will waste your time. A lot of people say that, oh, you can play it and you can learn the game. Honestly, guys, basically every time I play this game, I'm relearning it. Every time anybody's played this game, they've relearned it. So you're really not going to learn anything extra by playing the game. Just watch streams, watch videos. You'll learn everything you need to learn about the game. Wait for launch, because there's going to be a wipe. Also, there's been a lot of changes, and you really need to look at how much you want this game. Because you're going to have to put in a lot of time. At least that first month, you're going to have to put in a lot of time. And remember, it's a guild game. So regardless, you're going to have to put in the time, and the work, and the effort to get the joy out of this game. You have to really want it. And I want you guys to not waste your money. Don't waste your time. If you really want this, if you're really hungry for a game like this, if you like games like League of Legends, but you also like games like ArcAge, and you want kind of a mixture of the two, maybe you're an old player and you like Ultima Online, right? Remember those days? Albion Online is one of the closer games to that idea, that concept. Until, 2 years from now when we get games like Ashes of Creation and stuff like that, Chronicles of Illyria, this is, as cartoony as this is actually one of the most hardcore MMOs out there. But at the same time, I will say it's not that hard to get into. It's a really interesting mixture that has polarized the community, so you need to really ask yourself, do I want these pros and cons? You need to watch some videos, watch my videos, watch my reviews, watch the stream, and see for yourself, okay? So I'll waste my time for you guys. I mean, I'm having fun because I'm personally inclined to like this game. That's my bias, but you need to look at your own biases. Look at what you like, what you don't like, and I will try to express what this game does well, what it does uniquely, so that you can decide, well, all right, I'm willing to hurdle these hurdles, and I'm willing to go through this pain and suffering, the grind, the work, and the effort, because this game does some really cool shit that I want to experience. Alright guys, so we're still queuing up here, we're still waiting. If you guys have any questions, I can absolutely answer them. No problem. Now right now, I assume that these queue times are going to be really, really high, because a lot of people who are playing the game are very fucking high level. So, I took a pretty big break from the game, I guess you could say. So I haven't really been inclined to level outwardly, like levels, tier 6, tier 7. I've been leveling kind of widely because I've been trying out different magics, different armors. As you can see, I have like basically the base level of every armor, every weapon kind of leveled here. So that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get a feel for the game as a whole versus just jump into endgame, which is what I did previously in the last alpha. At the end of the day, you don't PvP or guild v guild. The game's not catered heavily endgame for PvE. Not yet. Not yet, however, they have been making changes for PvE. And remember, though, their endgame PvE is still PvEVP, so keep that in mind. They might end up, well, actually, here, hold on. I don't know if they have it in the game right now. But they do actually, I think they're putting Hellgates. There should be Hellgates in green zones now. So they're going to have green Hellgates, yellow Hellgates, red Hellgates, and then black Hellgates. So then you can get a little bit of practice with Hellgates. So there is some sort of safety and there is a PvE focus, but that's really just training. Keep that in mind, guys. It's just training. Just like the dungeons I'm queuing up for, which is, I guess you could say it's like a raid, or it's a queued dungeon, it's an instant dungeon. But this is just a tutorial. This is practice. This is for you setting up your build. This is for a little bit of safe farming. This is not really how you play the game. You really play the game by grouping up, or, risking it for the biscuit, solo, going out into PvP zones and doing your shit out there. That's what the game's really about. So, even though they are adding options, and they are making the PvE kind of intriguing to me personally, I think the game could do some really cool stuff with PvE, it will always have that element of PvP. Always. That is how the game is going to be made. Some people don't like that, so keep that in mind. If you want to go and do endgame bosses and stuff like that, this game does have some cool, interactions with bosses, but you're always going to have that element of some players might fuck you up, yeah? Or even if the players aren't going to directly attack you in green zones, or maybe yellow zones that might be weary, they will actually interact with you because they will steal your farm. They will actually engage the boss before you. They might take your loot, stuff like that. So the game is a player versus player game, but it does have, in my opinion, a very nice mix of PvE. I think it's very tastefully done. It's not like Black Desert Online, where it's a completely mindless grind with basically no challenge. And then basically you barely do PvP except for like Zergy, you know, guild fights. This is a bit different. It's a bit, I think, in my opinion, more tasteful. It's a little bit more distinct, but at the same time, of course, you're not going to have the crazy complexities, you know, of the grind. I guess it's, I don't know. Some people really like the grind in Black Desert Online. I can't say many good things about it, but that's just me personally. But you're also not going to have the combos of Black Desert. So, you know, each game, in my opinion, does something special. Each game does something cool and unique, and I'm just trying to share what Albion does good and does bad. So, you know, that's what it does. In my opinion, you know, Albion Online is a PvEVP game. It's not just a PvP game. It's not just a PvP, and then separately a PvE game. It is a PvEVP game. And that's why I enjoy it. As somebody who jungles in League of Legends, well, I mean Silver, but whatever. As somebody who generally plays jungling in lots of different games, and I play that archetype of character in basically any game I ever play, I look forward to games that do that. PvEVP correctly, and Albion Online is one of those games. I'm also looking forward to Crowfall. Don't get me wrong, Crowfall looks hype as hell too. So this is a problem with Albion Online. Is that, so I mean, the queue times. But anyways, so the question was asked, so does this game have any quests you could do? Like on RuneScape, their quests are pretty fun to do. Winton, I will tell you, RuneScape quests are probably the best in the whole genre, in my opinion. I think they're fucking amazing. The progression of them, their rewards, like, you know, if you do a crafting quest, you get crafting experience. Fucking brilliant, dude. The questing themselves, the story, it's really good, okay? RuneScape has great quests. Albion Online would never be able to compete with that. I shouldn't have said it like that because it seems like I'm trying to get Albion like a forgive it for not having quests. It used to actually have quests. They took them away. Basically, you have here is basically, hold on, let me show you, is this. This is not quests. These aren't quests. This is not, I don't know. I mean, it looks like quests, right? It looks like quests, but it's not quests at all. These are just markers. This is just basically tracking your progression through this. You know, you kill 100 things, you level up your bow, and you don't get any rewards from this, essentially, from following this. It's not really a quest. So there is no story or anything like that. I think personally, you know, in time, obviously the game is focused on PvEVP, that eventually we can get some quests. Like, maybe that'll be in the form of, like, endgame dungeons that have, like, a storyline to them, seemingly. Now, they do have, like, if you go into these little areas, which I'm trying to queue up for, there is a little bit of, like, a, sort of, like, a dialogue. Like, they kind of tell you, like, oh, you're here to do this thing. You know, like, this cult is doing a thing. But you don't, it's not really a quest. Not really properly. So that is one fault to the game that I think could be done much better, especially since this game is compared to RuneScape so much. Obviously, this game's focusing on the PvP side of things, like I said. Also, the PvE mechanics are pretty in-depth compared to RuneScape, though, you know, RuneScape 3's get a little bit of that too now. But overall, I think that's one thing that they could add on later. I don't know how they'll add it on. I don't think they'll just one day plop in quests. I think it'll have to be a whole new mechanic that they have to think up, and that's much later on. But it is something that is kind of a detriment to the game, in my opinion. Stealth isn't better than Fire Shield? I don't have stealth on this thing. I ran with haste. I think, so my idea was, and this is what I did before with my build, and actually, by explaining this, maybe you guys can understand how builds work in Albion. So just try to follow this if you can, if you never played. So I have lifesteal on hit. So right here, I get, right here, every normal attack restores 9 health. And a lot of the spear stuff, and plus, you know, with my torch giving me attack speed, I can a little bit better. But it doesn't quite work as well now because the balance changes. I don't think haste is as intense as it used to be or something. But I'm not healing as much as I would, though then again, I'm also doing a lot of damage. I am doing a lot of damage with haste, so I'm healing and doing damage with haste, so I get attack speed. So this is attack speed build, but the problem is that, why would I maybe do more damage, and do some more healing, but I could also do this, like, almost the exact same thing by reflecting damage, so I can have Inferno Shield, which means, you know, if there's multiple people shooting me, I can reflect damage, and then I also have a little bit of resistance. So I'm still doing damage, and I'm still healing from, you know, my lifesteal, but I'm also kind of reflecting, you know, I'm actually defending myself a little bit better. I think, yeah, it increases your shield and resistances by 76, so I take less damage. So either of these are basically the same thing, which conflicts me. So basic to me, even though my build is all about attack speed, I feel like haste is kind of a waste. I think haste is probably more something like if you have a bow build. If you have a bow build and you're just gonna beat the shit out of somebody, or maybe a double staff, where you really need those consecutive hits to get to the 5th attack, which then stuns. I think haste is more for that. I think that these two are interchangeable for me with this build. I think that I might as well go get something else. So let's see what I have in this chest. Do I have anything in this chest? I have fucking nothing in this chest. I don't know where the rest of my armor is, but we can actually go to the shop and we can actually go see maybe what else we got. Or we go to the Destiny board, and I can show you what else I want. So I want something that's more survival oriented. So the Inferno is cool, but the Inferno is going to be on like basically I think every leather chest. So let's go ahead with let's check out what other leather chests we have. So we have this one. So yeah, as you can see, every leather chest is basically they're going to have Mend Wounds, they're going to have Inferno Shield. So this is for out of combat healing, which is good. This is for a little bit of survivability and also damage in the middle. But then we can have something else. So since haste basically is the same to me on my build as Inferno Shield, being both damage and kind of your survivability, I don't feel like I need haste. I don't feel like I need it. Plus, I feel like with the spear, since I'm more interweaving auto attacks versus just auto attacking, it's not really for me, since I do have that channel W attack, which does a lot of fucking damage. So I think Inferno Shield is overall better. But maybe I'll take Ambush, because I can actually be really bursty. As you guys saw, the spear can be bursty, and if I want that flexibility, I can use Ambush. Then that would give me 2 invisibilities, which could be fun for PvP. Let's see. I think this is what I'm using now, which has the haste. Also, they should have all the same passives here. Which leather is going to give you attack speed increase by a fuck ton. It's going to give you increased regeneration, which is not that much. It's overall better to get it on your boots. And then you have Quick Thinker, which is cooldown reduction. So if you do want to go leather for the cooldown reduction, maybe there's certain builds where instead of auto attacking a lot, you want to focus on abilities. You can maybe make it work. Maybe. Okay, the Mercenary Jacket. So maybe I want Mercenary Jacket. So here's one that's very interesting. So this is just healing out of combat. This is for survivability while also doing damage. So if something, if there's a lot of creatures attacking you at once, you can, do a lot of damage to them and also defend a lot. Or you can have Bloodlust. Now, Bloodlust is really fucking good if you have Poison, which currently, if you know, on my build, I have Poison. And I also do a lot of mini attacks. Even my channeled attack is lots of little ticks of damage. So what Bloodlust does is every time you damage an enemy, you heal yourself. That's for every tick of damage. So if I poison somebody and then do my W, I'm basically fucking invincible. I'm actually literally invincible as long as I'm doing that. There was like nothing that could do enough damage to kill me there. I have to be stunned out of that. So Bloodlust sounds like a really cool build with me, especially since, I've got a lot of lifesteal innately. So this could really stack with that. It could. So since I have something that's kind of, we have just healing, safety and a little bit of damage, but then we have something that allows me to just go full fucking aggro, allows me to use all my abilities, and then also allows me to heal incredibly, an amazing amount. So I might, Bloodlust is, there's potential for that. We got some other things, though. So we have this one, Royal Banner. Carry the Royal Banner, boosting battle morale. So this is for something so you can be kind of a little bit more supporty. Cooldown modifier is reduced by 100% for, I believe, everybody. So if you have a lot of people that, you just did a lot of big heals, but you need, like you're kind of in a bad situation, or maybe, you need more heals, or maybe you need, to do like a huge amount of DPS. And so you're going to do, basically, the double dagger, slit throat, and then do it again. You can use Royal Banner, do that, and normal attack speed is increased by 30%. So this is pretty good for me to be able to just kind of spam. I don't know, this could be really fun. However, I think it's really hard to get these armors. 48 seconds cooldown is not that bad. It seems pretty good. You get some attack speed. It's 30%. It's only for 1 second for you and up to 5. It's only for 1 second though. It really says that. But you're really in it for the cooldown modifier. So 100%. You can use all your abilities and then do that. I don't think that this is good for my build because I don't think my build, like, it's more interchanging cooldowns. I don't really know if it's, you know, I don't know if I'm really going to be into just doing that, but that could be good. So next up we have the Stalker Jacket. Stalker Jacket, holy shit. I see this with a lot of AoE builds. Spin to win, you know, if you have the big axe has a spin to win, a whirlwind. So Electric Field unleashes an electric field around you, dealing 54 damage twice per second to every enemy around you, and it lasts for 8 seconds. That's a lot of damage, dude. That is a huge amount of damage. So, like, if you're gonna go for something that does a lot of AoE damage, or maybe even not, yeah, actually, I would say AoE damage. So if you have something like a Scythe, if you have anything in the axe line, the electric field is huge. It's big. Like, it's pretty sexy, dude. And then next, we have the Expert's Hellion Jacket. And this one's pretty cool too, a Lifesteal Aura. So this is something like, if you need some survivability, but you don't have, maybe something like the Spear or Daggers that can heal a lot per attack. So, you get a Lifesteal Aura for 6 seconds. They're gonna take some damage, and the less enemies, the less health they have, then the more you're going to be healed. So 41 per tick. That's pretty good. I mean, it does some damage too. It does some damage. However, in my opinion, Lifesteal Aura and Inferno Shield are kind of similar. They're kind of similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're essentially AoE damage, though one is reflection, and also survivability. If you have nothing else in your kit, you did not accept the expedition quest in time. Oh, fuckle ducks, dude. I didn't even realize. God dang it. No! That was me fucking up. That is true. Yeah, Bloodlust does have a max heal, if I'm not mistaken, right? Still, I mean, while it's happening, like, it's good, dude. It's good. It's good stuff. Alright, we might actually just go tier 4, because fuck it. Because tier 5 takes forever. Because if you're gonna do tier 5, you might as well just go into the open world. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so the Lifesteal Aura thing, that could be really cool, I think, but it still seems very situational. I mean, the Inferno Shield is still very situational too. But I have seen people do Lifesteal Aura with, I think it's the Chaos Staff. One of the staffs, actually. Let's try to find the staff. This staff here. I think it's either Curse Staff. Is it Curse Staff? Oh yeah, it's Curse Staffs. Curse Sickle creates a demonic sickle which flies to your position and applies. Wait, is this it? I think this is it. The one it does 3. It's basically an AoE attack. It's an AoE attack. I think that's it. It might be a great Curse Staff. Is there a great Curse Staff? Hold on, let's see. Arcanist, no. This? Yeah, Warlock. Okay, it's one of these. Is it this? Field of Death. Create an area of death on the ground. Don't think that's it. It might be this. It might be the Curse Sickle. I don't know. Oh no, it's this. It's this. Oh, that's it. Enfeeble Blades. Summons a ring of deadly blades around yourself and an ally that follow the target around. The blades will repeatedly deal 71 damage. It reduces attack power. So if you had Enfeeble Blades plus some lifesteal for a little bit of survivability, because you are going to be kind of squishy, you know? You are going to be kind of squishy as somebody wearing cloth and trying to do damage. So, you know, you could do a little bit of damage. You can heal up a little bit. Maybe you could do that. I think Chaos... Wait, is there a Lifesteal? Is Life Curse... I don't think Life Curse Lifesteals anymore. I think they changed that. So, Armor Piercer, Cursed Beam. I don't think there's any Lifesteal anymore. Not that I can tell. I don't think so. Every 4 normal attacks, you cause a demonic explosion on the enemy. Oh yeah, there's some debate if you can go attack speed Curse Staff. That could be kind of interesting. July 17th. July 17th. Is it worth the price? Not for everybody, it's not. You also have to remember the game it's not the most expensive game, but it also takes a lot of work to get into. I don't think we're gonna find a dungeon here. So, okay, let's continue the stream, guys. I think I talked everything that I could fucking talk about. Actually, I think I do want to switch. Do I want haste? Do I care about haste? I think we should go and try to find a tier 5 of something else. So let's go ahead and go tier 5, armor, go with leather. Oh yeah, there's also different qualities of armor. Leather, and we can choose here. So I'm thinking mercenary. Plus it looks fucking awesome. So we'll just go ahead and buy the mercenary. All right. We got that. So now you'll actually see visibly the character model change. See? And now people can tell that I'm a mercenary. This looks fucking epic, dude. Now this is looking like a proper Vanguard. This is looking a real proper here, dude. I think it looks fucking good. I think it looks freaking good, dude. So yeah, we can just kind of stash that there. We got some stuff. I guess I could sell this stuff. I don't know what this is. Let's sell this stuff. Yeah, and now we have now we got to select our ability, which is going to be Bloodlust. So we get that. Oh, we need to select our passive, which we want attack speed increase. So what I suggest is do the attack speed increase of 12%, but instead of attack speed increase here, see, it's only 6% here. Oh, did they change this? Actually, I think they modified this because I think this is a little bit more balanced now. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go with more attack speed. All the attack speed. Okay, never mind. I think it's been balanced out. I think we're good. Sell the rune. Just fucking sell it. Just get it out of here, dude. Wait, hold on. Yeah, just sell it. I don't care right now. Just sell it. I don't care. I don't actually know what to do with the sigils. I think the sigils are used for crafting the royal armor. Or buying the royal armor or some bullshit. So there's that. Attack speed, lifesteal axe. Yeah, I think that was a possibility. However, so you can do that. So I went with spear and torch. I went spear and torch because I wanted the lifesteal from the attack speed, and also there's bloodlust. However, you could probably go freaking torch one-handed axe, right? Does the one-handed axe, does that have the lifesteal? Battle axe. Battle axe has vampiric strike, so you could do vampiric strike with life leech with a torch. And then, yeah, dude, that's as, with Bloodlust, and that's as, oh, not only that, but with Bloodlust, also know that, I think there's a bleed. Do you have a bleed here? Rending Strike gives a bleed. So, if you want to go full lifesteal, the full lifesteal build is Mercenary Leather Jacket with the axe and a torch. I mean, you don't need a torch. It just gives you more attack speed. You could go an axe. Or, I guess, I mean, you can go cooldown reduction, too, so you can lifesteal more with the cooldown reduction, but anyways, that's what I'm thinking. Game comes out of beta in 1 month, guys. So I'm running with Spear. Spear is the most flexible weapon in the game, in my opinion. So I can do everything. I think also crossbow is kind of legit. Like, crossbow is actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It seemed really simple, but it's actually not that bad. Axe is really good with Arcane. As in, they kind of heal themselves, like, you know, like Duo. Do you mean like Duo? Because Arcane is shields, and there's no healing there. So, having a character that can heal himself would be pretty good. I don't know. What we could do is we could just kind of run around. This is a blue area, so, you know, there's no PvP threat here. We should probably just run around. I do have a horse. What am I doing? We can probably just run around and just kind of silver up. Just kind of farm around, just kind of talk. If you guys want to talk about the game, ask questions. My experience of the game. I played since alpha, but I'm not super experienced. But still. We can have some fun. Invited me to Edmund. Oh, wait, aren't you on my friends list? You want to give me some soup? You want to give me some soup? Oh, yeah, I forgot to buy that. What is mutton stew is, Edmund, what's up, dude? Have I been ignoring chat? I think I've been help general party. I don't know. Thanks, Edmund. Thanks, bro. Oh, you also run leather? Oh, pretty similar build, it seems. Yeah, what you got going on? We're pretty similar. Oh, you're tier 5 and a little bit of tier 6. Damn, dude. Oh, shit, you're pretty similar. Yeah. Oh, Clarent Blade. There is a Clarent Blade. So, yeah, he runs Clarent Blade. Pretty good. Pretty interesting stuff. Hunter Jacket. Yeah, we got a similar build going on. Okay, I see. I mean, I'm life still, but whatever. Fuck that rabbit, though, right? Is he chatting to me? I don't think so. Help. 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 The shield with axe is good because it allows the axe user to heal without taking damage. Yep, true. True stuff, true stuff, true story. So yeah, these are tier 3, so these are gonna be pretty low level. Now this guy just respawned, so I'm gonna actually show you something. So here we go. Okay, so this guy just respawned and he dropped some silver. If you don't know this about Albion Online, it's actually pretty cool. So the more something is farmed, a tree, a rock, a mob, they drop less. So I'm gonna assume this is gonna be like fucking 12 silver. Yeah, 16 silver. I'm assuming it would be way more, you know, if he wasn't farmed so much. So that is the sad truth. So this place is probably farmed a lot by leveling players. It's probably not going to be too hard to farm either. I could probably flash farm like crazy here. Oh, and don't worry, guys. There's no necessity for pets to pick up loot. It's pretty easy to pick up loot here. So yeah, they're dropping very, 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 very little because people probably run through here all the time and just farm up stuff. Oh yeah, so there's another thing I got to show you guys about leveling, because we did level up while we did that last dungeon. So let's go ahead and run out here. Your horses can die, by the way. You can lose your horses. So, yeah. Watch out for that, guys. Okay, so let's run out here. So we just don't get killed while AFK. So I leveled up while we were doing that dungeon. But leveling isn't automatic, kind of. You level up by using things, right? But there's also this problem. And I don't agree with this, but I think maybe it's easier to earn learning points now. Anyways, so this is what you got to do. I think I leveled up. I don't remember what I leveled up, so we're gonna have to check. Is it spear? Wait, did they change this? You have to use learning. Okay, so you can kind of see here. Okay, so dagger fighter. I'm actually almost able to learn dagger fighter, but you have to spend learning points. So here I have 389. So when I get to this point, I can just click learn, or I have to farm. Like, it looks like 3 times as much. You have to farm 3 times as much or spend the learning points. And you're only going to get that many learning points by being a premium member. Yeah, and you're only going to get that much fame by being a premium member. It takes a long time without being premium. So, okay, I got Mage, Cal, Combat Specialist. So, I can just learn this. See? But all this excess isn't, like, when I learn this, it's not going to carry over to the next. So, watch this. See, it didn't carry over to the next. So I learned the specialist thing, which I probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. There's it. So you have specialist, which learns the specialty for the very unique cloth thing, or you can just learn for just the overall cloth as well. So there's a whole lot of sinks for your learning points. You're gonna want to mainly level up the main one. You're not really gonna want to focus on specialization for a long ass time. Just don't even worry about it, so that you can level up and get and learn these extras. So then my level 30 rewards are going to be this. Oh, okay. So they kind of, I think they've made the rewards easier to understand here. So it's just level 1, you can use tier 4. Level 10, you use tier 5. Level 30, which I'm level 21, so 9 more levels, I'll be able to use tier 6. Get it, guys? Get it good. So let's see for the spear. Okay, so level 1 rewards, I can use tier 4. Level 3, I get inner focus. Level 6, I get life leech. Oh my god, that makes it so much faster. Dude, before it was level 20 was life leech. So it seems like somebody's been watching my videos. It seems like somebody, Sandbox Interactive, has been watching my videos. Level 10, we can use tier 6. Level 15, cripple. And then level 20 is aggressive rush. I still feel the order of these is fucked up. And getting to level 20 took a long, long time. I think it took a long time. I mean, it's kind of cool to look forward to it. And the spear is a PvP weapon innately. But the spear, I don't know. Maybe it makes sense, but alright. This is better. This is better. I think before I would need to be like level 60 or something before I could even use aggressive rush. So this is at the very least, it is better now. Okay. So that's good. All right. Yeah, but I still need to actually click learn on all those things. So I need to go check everything that I'm wearing now and, you know, make sure I'm learning it. So the boots, yep, learn some boots, level up the boots. I wish it was automatic. I wish there was a setting though for automatic. That'd be pretty cool. The spear, we're good there. The dagger. The quarterstaff, I could learn quarterstaff, but I don't care. Torch. Okay, we didn't do torch. I think I am going to focus on torches, so I can go specialist and then just focus on torch. Or they have the horn. Let's see, the cloth, we already did that. So yeah, that's how leveling works in this game, guys. That's how leveling works in this game. So let's go ahead and, we're still queued up for this Adept Sellsword. Oh shit, this is one of those new mounts. Wait, is that a donkey? The fuckles? Oh wait, he has multiple mounts? That's hey, that's pretty cool, dude. That's a pretty neat, man. That's a pretty neat, dude. That's pretty cool. Donkey. Donkey. Anyway, so where can we go to do something exciting? Something exciting. Who knows, man? As a streamer, probably gonna die, probably get my shit kicked in, but we can go somewhere. So guys, what do you think about Albion Online so far? Are you excited for launch? I mean, it's coming in a month. I'll cover it for sure. I'll be streaming more of it then. We'll probably join a guild. Oh, there we go. Expedition ready. So let's go ahead and do this expedition and show you what it's like doing group content. As long as it's a proper group. So, you know what I said before about how the game won't let you queue up as a certain thing unless you have that weapon? Some people do something fucky, and they'll queue up with a healing staff, which there's only going to be one healer, but then they switch to a DPS later. Now, you can still win, kind of, but, yeah. Anyways, what's going on? Hey, that's the guy I dueled before. That's the guy I dueled before. So I don't know what's going on here. So I can actually carry out this pretty easily. So yeah, you get a little bit of a quest text here if you want to read that. It's, yeah, it's just whatever. So yeah, we got our healer. We've got seemingly a tank. I guess we got 2 tanks? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we queued up with 2 tanks or what's going on here. That weapon he has is really weird looking. Is that like the machete sword? I'm not sure. You would think the machete sword being like the cleaving sword, you would think that'd have like lifesteal attached to it. I think more weapons should have like lifesteal, and I think the healing staffs should have more options for damage. That way we could maybe see some paladin builds and stuff like that. They have to really work on the app. Now, I am going to try the app when the game launches. I'm actually going to download it tonight and see if it's working now with this new update. I'm assuming not. I'm assuming it's not working. But maybe it is. Who knows? I should actually be interrupting whenever I can for some big stuff, since I do have an interrupt. Interrupts are huge. Some creatures have abilities that will just make your life a living hell. You know, it just makes the thing take so long, or people will take damage when they shouldn't be, and it just sucks. Hey guys, the fame is experience. Let's go ahead and queue this up, and boom, pow, ka-chow. There we go. Doing lots of big damages. We got Bloodlust on right now. So now the problem that I have now is that since I have Bloodlust, I have no offensive abilities as a group. So I think now I'm remembering why I put haste on my, why I was leveling up a haste chest. So now that I have this, yes, I have a little bit more survivability, but if I'm queued up as DPS, and my job is just to do as much damage as possible, then Bloodlust is not going to help me do that. Just period. It's just not going to help me do that. However, I would say don't feel too bad about that, guys. Don't feel so bad, because there's a lot of times where you're going to be taking a lot of damage. A lot of freaking damage. Okay? So, you know, having something that can heal you is probably really good. Then again, I already do have life on attack. So I don't know if it really is necessary, but maybe. Learning point reached, Torch Specialist, so I can just learn this. Torches give attack speed, pretty cool. Yeah, dude, that was a big problem. The game runs on my phone, technically. It runs pretty okay on my phone. Doesn't run at all on my NVIDIA Shield. Just won't work. That I tried last time. See, that's one of those abilities you want to interrupt there. But the game's screen size, like the resolution is like, I don't fucking get it, dude. Like, I need it, like, if they can let me scale the UI separate from everything, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. You see, I'm actually doing positionals, so that I can position and hit more people at the same time. Now, these creatures have a huge amount of health points, dude. Oh my god. Also, their burst attacks will do some big damage. So that's why these are group. If you see the symbol above a creature, that means it's meant to be taken on as a group. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, it's going to feel kind of bullet spongy. It's possible to solo some of them, depending on your build. But, yeah. A lot of the times, they're going to have a lot of adds, too. You want to take out damage first. Damage is pretty important. I'll interrupt this guy. There we go. Oh, I got a double interrupt. That's sexy. But yeah, see right here, I put too much aggro. So I can either heal, you know, just kind of solo this guy out if I want to. So I can do that. Heal up, so I'm not really, you know, a detriment to my team, since they can just focus on healing the tanks. That's kind of an emergency thing. But then again, in this kind of game, it might actually be best for me in this dungeon here, especially since it's an easier dungeon, and we're just kind of speed clearing it. Then I switch to mending, and if I ever take aggro, then I just go invisible. Like, that's really what I should probably be doing. I need to save this for when he's charging. Nope, just kidding. So things can get kind of clustery, which also makes it really hard to read on tablets. Sometimes. Pretty rarely. I don't know why the archer is getting, like, right up in their faces, but... You know, the funny thing is, Bruno, is that the game looked better on mobile before. Then they changed the UI, which looks good on PC, but I don't see why they didn't just keep the old UI just for mobile devices. But I'm assuming it's just how the game is coded. Hopefully they re-add it soon. I just took a lot of damage here. I don't know if I'm aggroed. I don't think so. Yes, I am, so I'm going to go invisible. There we go. Now, these guys, even though they have pulls, they're actually not that scary. The problem is that they pull you into a bunch of ads. That's the problem. So you got to be wary of aggro radiuses, which in this game are pretty big. Aggro in this game is big, which I like. I really like it. So watch out for that, dude. So yeah, we're doing some grip content, eh? I'm going to use my W here, do a lot. See, when it comes to AoE, I actually do a ton of damage. But when it comes to single target, it's just kind of, it's okay. It's no double daggers. And I am kind of like a jack of all trades. So I think Spear isn't so bad to have in a group, especially in open world where Spear is pretty okay with PvP as well. I think my build is pretty alright. It's very flexible. I can kind of do one of everything, except for healing. Obviously, I can't be a healer. But I could do group content, I can solo PvP, which I have done, and I can solo PvE. So it's fine. It's just probably not the most optimal, and I don't know if you'll see it in guild versus guild. That is true. I don't know if I can do guild versus... So there's a scary part. Whenever he pulls you into a bunch of ads, you gotta watch out for that. You gotta watch out for that. So we can clear these monsters pretty easy with a lot of AoE. Oh, we gotta kill this this guy right here. Gotta kill the archer guy. Archer guy's gonna fuck some shit up. So if I got pulled, I would have just went invisible, and then I wouldn't have been aggroed. So right now I'm actually taking a lot of damage. I need to use my freaking soup, actually. There we go. Now, right now, I think I don't currently have premium, so I can actually just go invisible, move out of the way there. We're all good and dandy. Oh, yeah, we got to kill this archer guy. All good. I wish Q counted as an auto attack, so I can get an extra heal off of that, but whatever. Yeah, a lot more abilities that modify auto attacks should count as auto attacks, and you could have some really interesting builds. Also, I think the fire staff, its burn should stack. The burn should stack at least to 3. Because every 3 hits, you do a burn. And that way, you could go full pyro. You can have a torch and a fire staff, and that could be an actual viable DPS build. An auto-attacking mage build? But then again, that's one of those ways that you're punished for being creative, because the burn doesn't stack. But maybe you could do pyro curse staff. Every 4 attacks, you do an extra explosive damage. It's possible. Could do some cool stuff. Yeah, I think that they're really focusing on the PC experience first and foremost. I got the interrupt, guys. Don't worry. I got that interrupt. Really important to have interrupts. It's a pretty long cooldown interrupt, though, so I won't be able to do it often. But, you know, just having it in there, it's pretty okay. It's okay. I guess maybe I could see that's why staff might be interesting. Staff might be good. But the staff's interrupt is incredibly, like, it essentially is random. It's essentially random. So, I'm talking about double-bladed staff. Ooh, that guy on the hill over there. We need to kill that guy first, actually. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm actually taking a lot of damage, so I'm going to go invisible here, so I'm not aggroed. And then re-aggro here. Kill the damage dealers first. But this, whatever. These are a bunch of noobs, so doesn't matter. Oh, gotta interrupt that. Oh, okay, we got somebody interrupting that already, so we're good. So as you can see, it's gonna be really hard for me to solo these guys with the build I have now. Pretty tanky, but I can survive, and I'm not too much of a detriment to my team. So a little bit survivally is pretty cool. Actually, what I should do, because I am technically DPS, I should have switched it to from healing to the extra damage every few hits. So that's what I should do. All right, remember, mending also works for mana, so, or it used to. Does it still now? Yes. Also regenerates energy. So what I want to do is switch this from, no, that's attack speed. Yeah, I want attack speed. I want, this will go aggressive rush. Aggressive rush. And we'll probably, yeah, we'll keep this. So this is fine. This way we have really high uptime. We just keep going ham. Uptime in dungeons is really important. Especially in the open world PvP, where you never know when somebody's going to come. Clearing a dungeon as fast as possible decreases your chances of being seen and getting wrecked. So, pretty good. Why haven't we killed that little guy over there? Somebody killed that little dude. There we go. Now see, I've actually gained the aggro of this guy somehow. Probably because I'm the only person with tier 5, so I'm doing a lot of damage comparatively. Alright, here comes a mini boss up here. Let's just go kill the ads. I'm just gonna auto attack this guy down. Alright, let the tank pull. And let the tank do like one attack or two. Alright, we're good. Now watch out. Bosses have big attacks. Do not get hit by these big attacks. Interrupt them bitches. Look out. Is he gonna summon a totem, or is that only tier 5? Okay, good. And see, I'm taking aggro, so I'm gonna actually go invisible. So then it re-changes to somebody else. Good stuff. Now, it's actually on our other archer, who I don't think has invisibility. So, we need our tank to re-taunt him, like, ASAP. Like, any day, man. Sometimes they can resist certain abilities. So, you gotta learn which ones can be resisted and not. Can you still buy Founders Pack for access? Yep. You want to buy Founders Pack because you're pretty sure you're going to play the game? Go ahead and buy it. And you can start playing now. Just kind of get a feel for the game. Though, I'm going to say it. I say it every stream. I don't suggest it. I don't suggest it. There's going to be a wipe. Though this is the latest update. And this is probably what the game's going to look like at launch. There might be one more change or two or a few. But, I don't know. Boom! Yeah, the leap is pretty fun. The leap is pretty cool. It can be used as an escape, kind of barely, but the leap's whatever. Okay, look at the ice guy is crazy. The ice guy always does, well, the mage. He does an ice attack to slow you, and then he does a fireball, an AoE fireball. The thing is if you don't start moving as you're slowed, you will get hit by that fireball, and depending on the mob, depending on what level you are and where you are, it can basically fuck you. It can basically kill you. It could be a not good time. No, I don't want to leave. Yeah, there are a lot of AoE attacks in the game. There's a lot of times where you're just going to be taking damage. So, don't feel so guilty for taking some survival abilities. Like, even if you are DPS, you know, there's nothing wrong with taking some things for survivability. Because you will take damage, and in the end, you're going to take away focus and mana and time away from, you know, your healer. I'm saying, don't get founders. I mean, if you know for sure you're going to play the game like I did, yeah, I get it, but this game's not for everybody. You should definitely, it's one of those games that you got to look up quite a little bit to make sure that you really want it. Wrecking him. Oh, wait, there's a guy that pulls over there, so we gotta watch out for this guy. He's gonna pull. I got the AoE. Now, again, the spear does AoE damage, but it's not that much. It's not as much as something like a fire staff, probably. I'm gonna F, so I can go invisible. And I got a position, so both my attacks hit both of these guys. So I like this class because I feel like you have a unique playstyle of positionals moving around. You're not just slapping shit on the ground. You have actual targeted attacks. It kind of reminds me of the Dragoon, actually, the other spear class from Final Fantasy XIV. So somebody actually got downed. Now, you get downed in this game, and then creatures can kill you. Luckily, we're in a place where it's really forgiving, so we just gotta wait for this guy to get picked up. I think we can actually help pick him up. Yeah. The down system in this game is way more serious than Guild Wars 2. Way more serious. Getting down sucks, and I think your armor gets hurt when you get down. I don't know if it gets hurt a little bit, or maybe it doesn't actually. I do know if you die, your armor gets hurt in green areas. In these instant dungeons as well. Wow, they just let him do this. Gotta interrupt that shit, boys. Says the person who wasted his interrupt. I'm actually taking damage here, so I'm gonna go invisible and then re-engage. So invisibility is good for PvE. Even though it's not gonna directly add to my DPS, survivability matters, dude. In a game like this, where when you die, shit fucking gets wrecked. You lose all your shit. Or you know, if you die enough times in a dungeon, then your stuff will break. But in the open world, if you die, you literally lose all your stuff. You lose everything you're holding. In I think it's red zones. I think technically yellow as well, but you can respawn in yellow or something. I haven't actually died in a black zone. I'm kind of awesome. So I'm actually gonna run up here. We gotta kill this guy. I'm getting chased, so I'm gonna go invisible. There we go. So see, I'm having a pretty decent amount of time. I'm kind of like, I mean, as a game design person, you know, I'm a nerd. You know, I kind of do like the ideas that they put in here. I have to admit, a lot of other DPS though, you're not really gonna have positionals. You're not, you know, it's really more just get in their face and spam. Or you have combos. It works a little bit differently, but for the most part, I will say Spear is one of the most unique weapons in the game, which is why I personally use it. If you guys watch my video, how to pick a main, how to pick a class, I say, you know, just go for the most unique one. The most unique one that, you know, a lot of other games just don't do. So for me, I think Spear is probably the best way for any new player to just kind of pick up the game and try it out. You can do a whole lot. But then again, this game is all about picking a specialization and kind of committing to that role in a guild. So keep that in mind as well. But for me, I think Spear is pretty hype. I don't know if I'm going to use Spear when the game launches. I got to do a little bit more research. I got to see what my guild wants, you know, what and whatnot. I think tank can be pretty fun. Tank is very cool in this game, actually. I tanked back in the alpha. Some things have changed, but for the most part, it's the same. Tanking in this game is very interesting. It's actually very CC oriented. Double interrupt that. That's also why I like this. Even though all my skills are kind of bursty, you know, longer cooldowns when it comes to interrupts, it is pretty... Oh, oops, hitting the tank. It is pretty interesting that I can interrupt multiple people. So if we're going to pull stuff at the same time, all the creatures do their attacks, see, like at the same time, basically. They have the same sort of pacing, though it depends on when you interrupt them, of course. Then you can get double interrupts and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just feel like Spear is pretty alright. Like, it's okay, man. Like, you know, I don't know how it works in guild versus guild. Oh yeah, I'm getting attacked. Didn't even realize. Sorry. Don't worry about me. Won't be taking much aggro anymore. You can... I don't think there is diminishing returns in this game. I think you can probably chain CC like crazy. I'm unsure about that, actually. I've been chain CC'd, so... There is a CC resistance percentage, but it's like pretty low. I don't think it's like an RNG chance to not be CC'd. Yeah, I've been chain CC to death, so I'm pretty sure that's what happens. I want to stop that attack, which I didn't reach because I'm stupid. Yeah, you want to stop the AoE attack. Is that not a fireball? Is it an ice nova? Anyways, we want to kill the ice guy. We don't want him doing multiple freaking freezes and fireballs. Because if he freezes somebody, you see, he froze me. I had to immediately step out of range. Luckily, he targeted somebody else, but if you get frozen and slowed, you need to instantly move. Pretty dang important. So I guess since nobody's going to attack this guy, I don't know, man. I got to, interrupt this next attack too. There it is. So you got to plan your interrupts. Plan the gameplay. Is it worth going that? Like I said earlier, if you're going to be a pure healer, there are 2 staffs that are pure healer, and there's a 3rd staff that is pure shields. So basically pure support. You have 3 pure supports. You need to be in a group. You need to be in a group. If you're not going to play the game with a group, then you're not playing those classes, basically. If you want to play solo, or if you want to play alone, which you really shouldn't in this game anyways, yeah, just don't do it, man. There are very specific weapons and builds that are meant for solo play. You know, like the axe. You play one-handed axe if you want to go solo. Spear, solo. Daggers to an extent, solo. Sword, maybe even. Some staffs, sure. But if you're going to be a healer, then you're not going to really play solo. It's possible you'll be slow, but not really, kind of. The game is just not designed around that. The game is designed around very specific playstyles. You know, very specifically, find group, do dungeons. Or if you're going to go and farm in the wilderness, if you're going to go around skinning a lot of creatures, you use those specific weapons. So yeah, Spear Fighter, we're going to learn that. I like Spear for right now. Doesn't really matter, though. Level Mastered, Spear Fighter. Aw, yeah. Yeah, I know spacebar auto attacks. Why does everyone keep saying that? Why does everyone keep saying that? I don't understand why people keep saying that. I'd rather have precision control. I play a lot of fucking MOBAs, man. I got this, guys. I'm good. It's just instinct. That'd be like saying, yo, professional basketball players. Did you know that technically, based on statistics, that shooting granny style would actually increase your free throw, hit percentage? You could say that, but also it kind of interrupts their muscle memory of shooting normally, like in motion. So, yeah. I need to move out of that big boom. Anyways, this is an easy dungeon, no joke. It's pretty easy. This particular one, as well as just the tier that we did. So there is that. Rate my experience. It was kind of slow. It was whatever, 3-star. I mean, that's my fault for being a tier 5, and I didn't accept the tier 5 one. So yeah, you get your loots, you leave. You know, you really don't get much fame. You really don't get much silver. You don't get much at all. But it's just there to kind of practice being in a group, to get that gameplay, to get that experience. Test your build out a little bit. It's kind of what it's about. What is this? Oh, is this a Hellgate? Is that a green Hellgate? What is this, guys? Oh, it just disappeared. So, never mind. I think that was a green Hellgate. Is that one of the new green Hellgates? We should probably try to find one of those and do those. Yeah, if you want to be a healer but play solo, then your best bet, from what I can tell, is I think some staffs got buffed, but you can probably make it work. I think the staff you want to use as a healing staff is probably going to be the nature staff. I don't know which one. Whichever one does the most damage and focuses on single target healing, so you can just heal yourself. So we might be able to make it work. First of all, you want to level up so you get energetic. So every normal attack restores energy. So then you're self-sufficient. You're going to be auto-attacking a lot as solo. So you want to get energetic as fast as possible, which is level 6. That's not long at all. Living armor. Protect a friendly target with living armor, increasing their armor magic resist and incoming healing. So you can use that on yourself. So maybe it's going to be the Great Nature Staff. You're not going to be able to have an offhand, though, but Poison Thorns is an AoE. So this is why I said Nature Staff, because this is an AoE damage attack. So you can actually clear multiple enemies. You know, you can spam them. Though, whether you want to do that as, or not as this type of build, you know, debatable. But anyways, Poison Thorns seems like something that you can, you know, you can rack up some damage. Then you have Rejuvenation, so you can heal yourself. You can stack it on yourself and just rejuvenate while doing damage. So here it seems like you got some spells. Let's see, cast time's 1 second. That's kind of sucks. This is an instant, so you basically want to find the staff that has the most instant spells. Maybe not the best heals, but the most instant heals, so you can still, as much as possible, be auto attacking and doing damage. What is this? Okay, so you're gonna want to have Rejuvenate, which is an instant rejuvenation, heal over time, Poison Thorns, and then Living Armor, which does have a cast time, but then you're good to go for 8 seconds. So you might want to use this at the start of a pool, and then just kind of spam Rejuvenation and Poison Thorns, and make sure you have Energetic. So that might be the possibility. We can see some other things here. Let's see what other staffs. We have the Blight Staff, which is going to have, this is a channel. So you probably don't want a channel. Yeah, you probably don't want the channel. Probably don't want this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're actually just going to go with the Great Staff. Adept's Great Nature Staff. Is there just a normal Nature Staff? There is. What is this? This is Circle of Life. Wave of life force that erupts from the caster and up to 5 allies around you are healed. See, this is a very group thing. This is a group thing. I don't think you really want this. You know, it's a 1.5 cast time. That's kind of long. You could just not use it. You know, you could have it just not use it, but I think the other one was a little bit better. But this way, I guess you can have the staff, but then you can also have an offhand. So maybe? I don't know. I think, you know, if you need a little bit more survivability, like a shield or something, but I mean, you're going to be healing yourself nonstop. So I don't know. I think the way you want to go is going to be Great Nature Staff, and you can kind of build like you can call it the Shaman build and go a little bit tankier with your armor, maybe. You know, like leather, you go leather instead of cloth, and maybe mix in some cloth. And yeah, I think you can make it work. Especially consider this. Especially if you had like something like Bloodlust, since this is a tick, like basically a bleed, Poison Thorns, and it's an AoE bleed, Bloodlust is going to be huge for you. That's a huge amount of healing. Though, then again, I don't think you really need it. You might just need more just protection stuff. So maybe look for armor that's more protection-y, possibly. Or you could just go full damage. Maybe Poison Thorns is fucking OP and I don't really know it. I don't know. That's for you to theory craft and try. But generally, if you're going to be a healer, you don't play solo. Even if you're going to be DPS, it can be kind of scary depending on the weapon that you're using to go solo. Like, if you want to play solo, you need to design your build specific for solo. Like, there is no tank DPS healer. You are group DPS, you are ganking DPS, you are group healing, you are, you know, survival solo. You know, you like, it's separated like that. That's how Albion is kind of built. Okay, so let's go just kind of wander around, I guess. Pengent. This is called Pengent. I'm looking for one of those Hellgates. Was I mistaken? I'm pretty sure there's like blue and green Hellgates. Can I see that from the world map? I think I can see that from the world map. Hold on. I want to try to do one of those. How does that work? Does it just queue me up with like a random 5 people versus other 5 people? How does this shit work, man? So I don't know if you can see it from the world map. Is that what is this? There's a volcano. Can we go to that volcano one day? I think we would be able to. I don't see why not. They could just, what, like from here? Like just... I think there's definitely parts of the map that are going to be filled in. But we'll see. I thought that said Chili Dog for a second. That's, Chill Hag. Like, Chili Dog? Fuck yeah, man! Chili Dog, whoa! Yeah, we gotta find where some, whoops. Where a Hellgate is. I think we can just click on it and look around. When does it officially release? In 1 month, in a week. A week and 1 month. Yeah, there was one just here. So I want to do a Hellgate because I haven't done one like ever. Though I did one. Basically, like, I killed the monsters in front of it and I went in and instantaneously died. I don't know. That guild was all sorts of disheveled. It was just all sorts of fucky. I was just listening to people. Is this it? Is that what that chest is? Is that what the chest means? Does a chest indicate Hellgate? Okay, relic locker. Contains silver and other items of moderate value. So there's a relic locker here. Oh, so people can fight over that? That's pretty cool. I don't know if I can actually see that. So here's another one. Relic. Those are red zones. Those are PvP zones, though. What is this? Siege camp. Relic locker with some a lot of leather over here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you can actually play it. You can actually play it now. So we're just gonna wander around. You can play the game on tablets now, supposedly. I haven't gotten it to work on my Nvidia Shield, but I do have it on my phone. And I have had it work on my phone. And I did play through some solo dungeons. And it was okay. I mean, it's okay in the sense that it does run. But my problem is the UI just fucking sucks, dude. It's garbage. It's garbage. Just pure and simple. The UI is way too small. The game's graphics are way too small and detailed. I know it doesn't look like that on PC, but when you have your little tiny phone, all this stuff, dude, and you gotta click on it and your thumb's in the way, it's too much. So the UI needs to be redesigned for mobile specifically, and I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe there needs to be a mobile graphic. Hold on, I'm gonna get this locker. I'm gonna get this chest, this loot. I'm gonna get this loot. There's a monster right there, so just... Whoops, didn't quite make that jump. Okay, so I'm frozen, so I need to start immediately moving, or else I'm see, look, I needed to immediately start moving, or I was gonna get hit by that. Would've sucked. Anyways, these are just some scrubble bubbles. We're just gonna kill these. Get some loots. Oh no, I'm being attacked, boys. I'm gonna interrupt that shit because I don't want to get wrecked. I am actually getting wrecked, but tis fine, tis fine. It's a dangerous game. Albion Online is a dangerous game. Like, a lot of times, you're going to get below half health. You just need to play that dangerous game. You need to play the dangerous game. That's what it's all about. Dauntless went into closed alpha. A lot of people already played that I knew. We got a little thing there. Neato. From what I've heard, I haven't played it myself, is, it's got some ways to go. Got some ways to go, boys. I'm going to go left. I'm just going to kind of wander around the world. You guys can see what it's like to play Albion. I mean, we've been through a good little bit. The stream's been going on for quite a long time. And we're probably just going to roam around a little bit. I need to do a video specifically on Hellgates and kind of talk about those and how those work, but I need to actually get footage of it. So that's my bad. I probably will have one video on just dueling. I already did videos on, you know, the PvE, the dungeons. That's easy because you just go into town and queue up. I've already done enough of that. I think you guys have seen that. You know it. It's really just practice mode. I've even done, you know, we've done streams where I went out into the PvP zones and duoed with people. You know, or, you know, I worked with, wow, that's, that iron just floating. You know, I worked with people and we cleared dungeons that way. So I've done a lot of Albion coverage, and hopefully you guys come to me for Albion coverage. There is a Hellgate here, but this is a red zone, if I'm not mistaken. This is a yellow zone, so there is PvP enabled, and there is a Hellgate there, and I do not have more people. If I wanted to, I could probably fight. Oh, it's Edmund! Oh, it's Edmund! Hey! Hello! What's going on, Edmund? Are you here to get a little bit of ganks? You're here to gank me? Your health actually went up. Did you get a new item? I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. You can't kill people in a yellow zone. What do you mean you can't? Oh, yellow zones aren't pseudo PvP? Are you lying? Virtuous. Oh, yellow zone is just I think yellow zone is more severe with penalties then. Red zones are the open PvP. No, black zones are just full PvP. I think red zones are the ones where you have... Well, I'm gonna go to the Hellgate. Red zones are where you have the... You have to flag. It's kind of like anybody can attack you, but they have to flag first. Or in a black zone, everybody's just already flagged. I was fairly confident, though, that yellow zones had a little bit of PvP, but I guess now that I think about it, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe it makes sense, I don't know. Hey, there's a freaking ore golem. Get out of my face. The camera being up is isometric. This game has an isometric view for Mobile reasons. Yeah, it definitely was going to go free to play, but recently there was actually a direct response on Reddit by one of the developers saying that the game was never planned to go free to play, and I think that that's some bullshit. I wouldn't doubt if this game never was planned to go free to play. However, they announced that they would go free to play, you know, basically so that channels that cover free to play games, such as Free MMO Station, would include that in their coverage and stuff like that. I think it's kind of an ass pull. That's just me. That's just me randomly saying that. And if me saying negative things about this game causes me to not get a job at Albion, you know, then so be it. But I'm just trying to be real. Though, hey, if Albion devs, if you're watching, you know, I can be pretty nice too. And if you need a community manager or something, I'm pretty good at managing communities. I got a little community of 33,000 subscribers. I'm kind of nice to them sometimes. Though then again, that's not really the community I'm trying to foster. I'm not trying to foster a circle jerk. I want people to argue with me. I want people to, you know, be like, yo, Sky, this is how I feel. And I'll be like, yo, this is how I feel. And we'll be like, all right, that's pretty cool. I'll be like, yeah, that's what I want. I don't want a circle jerk. Not at all. So what is this? So if we go in here, I think this is a battle zone. Does this not activate battle zone? No? The fuck? You've entered an unrestricted PvP zone. So yeah, there is around this Hellgate thing. Okay, so there's this monster, and if you kill this warden, which is a tier 5 and it's fucking strong, can I solo it? The answer is probably fuck no. Fuck no. And I just heard somebody moving around. Oh, hey, it's Edmund. Holy shit, dude, I almost attacked you, dude. Holy shit, Edmund. That was close, bro. That was close, don't you know? Edmund, you want to party up and fuck this thing, or can we not? Is it too strong? Is it too strong, Edmund? You need to tell me now. Yo, tier 5s? Bunch of tier 5s. Can those things fuck me? Let's find out, dude. Let's find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Let's see what abilities they got going on. I'm going to stop that bullshit. Oh, you resisted. Fuck me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Lightnings. Oh, my God. Poison with this. Oh, wait, I didn't need to. Fuck. Okay, never mind. Shit, I just wasted a bunch of cooldowns. My bad. I guess we can finish this guy off. For the funsies, I just gotta watch out for that lightning attack, which they're gonna resist it, so I guess I just gotta watch out for that and kind of jump past it, maybe. Yeah, I guess I could do that. So, see, guys, there's some mechanics. There's some mechanicalness to the game. Oh yeah, doing damage to people also stops their channel bar going up. So just like World of Warcraft. All right, I guess I guess we could party up. We could try. Neither of us are very tanky. None of us have heals. I don't know if you have. I guess it should be me because I have healing. So I guess it'll be me. Let's try to kill the monster here. It'll be fun. I don't know what this thing can do, but I'm going to try to be pretty careful here. Oh yeah, you got the aggro. I have no way of reclaiming that aggro. So hopefully you have a stealth or something. Okay, I got it. I got it back. Good job. Actually, this is working out. Slow but steady, right? When I get less than half, I'll use my blood. Okay, I guess right now is probably fine. Probably use it with oh, actually just interrupted the shit out of that. Yeah, I don't know. I think abort. Oh shit, Edmund, did you die? Oh no, you're good. You're good, right? You're good, right? You lived, right? Edmund, are you live? Edmund, are you live? Edmund. Edmund. Yeah, I guess that thing's just a little bit too strong. I guess we need a Trinity group to handle that. Edmonday. Edmondy. Edmondy. Where are you, Edmondy? Oh yeah, when you get off your horse, you can't actually attack. I hope you're okay, Edmund. If you dropped your stuff, I can pick it up for you. Oh shit, I just killed them. Oh, I didn't switch to my... Wait, no, wait, did I? Am I on healing? Oh yeah, I was on damage. Whoops. Maybe if I had life leech, it would have been good. Oh yeah, this is what... okay, so you live? You would leave? Hey, there's some guys there. We could totally wreck their faces. Not really. We got a nice little trinity going on. Hey, no, I don't want to kill you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, whoa. Hey, what's up, friendos? Hey. Need 2 more? Hey. How you guys doing? Yeah. Final wipe coming. I guess they don't need 2 more. I suppose they don't. Think we got a Banak. Think we got a bank. They gotta go to the bank. Did they already kill it? Alright. I wanna do a Hellgate, because that'd be pretty cool. But I think maybe for this would be pretty cool. It'll be a first for the stream. Pretty nice. I like how I'm just missing my conal attack right there. He's like right in front of me, but you know, fuck me, right? Get them rough logs. Yeah, I don't think this game will ever go free to play. Yeah, probably not. I think these kind of games are really popular with bots and stuff like that. I don't think so. I don't know why I'm gathering, because that's not at all what I want to do. And there's a wipe, so I don't care. So, any way we can do this? Ah! Yeah, purples. Oh yeah, I need a guildie. Ooh, that guy was big. Alright. LFG, man. What is LFG? Wait. Is there not a LFG? Maybe I'm missing it. A new tab. Yeah, there's like trade and all sorts of stuff. Looking for group, yeah. /LFG. Tharcall Fisher. Hellgate. 3 more. Heal, tank, and TPS. How do you get the FPS and ping at the bottom? I don't know how I did that. That just kind of happened, so I don't know. I think it was been there forever. Ooh, stretches. Ooh. I love me some stretches. Hey, I want to say I'm a fan of your YouTube channel and keep up the good work. Thanks, dude. Glad I got to find you and follow you on Twitch. Absolutely, dude. Tharcall. Soda pop. Yo, it's soda popping, baby. It's a soda popping. How do I invite this guy? How do you fucking invite? What the fuck? How the fuck? /invite. Player does not exist. God damn it. Oh. /invite. Soda pop? You're not in a guild. Fuck, I didn't want it. God dang it. Hi, I'm a great fan, says Eloa. I saw Albion first in some sites after I saw you play. Just wanted so dumb how hard this game. So thank you for being you. Hey, thanks, Eloa. Thanks. Invite DPS Bo. I want to invite. Oh, fuck, dude. Why am I so stupid? How the fuck do you invite? I'm party leader. What the fuck? Add a player to. I mean, I guess you gotta do it like this. Like, I mean, that's kind of awkward, but got a bow. Got a bow. We got Melon Ninja. And hopefully we have a tank. Soda pop. Soda pop. I think it's working out. So is there some kind of virtual joystick thing? No. On the tablet version, you tap where to go. I mean, that kind of works with Vainglory. So you just got to get used to, I don't know, like mechanically, whenever you play the game, you have to press and then immediately move your hand away from the screen. And then you should be able to have some pretty good mechanics. You can't just keep your hands hovered over the screen though, because obviously you can't see. So you need to tap, move your hand, tap, move your hand, tap, move your hand. And then you'll be able to play the game. So I suggest you have your tablet on an incline on a table so that you're not looking straight down. And then you play with two hands like that. Eloa. Alright, so now we just gotta wait for these guys to come into the instance, and hopefully we can run and do this. We killed this monster, and I think it spawns. Like, mobile is actually for chill activities like mining. Well, yeah, regardless, but some people are gonna just like legitimately play on tablet. I mean, if people play Vainglory on tablet competitively, I think people are gonna make the attempt to legitimately play Albion on tablet. I think it depends. If you have a big tablet, probably like an iPad or like a Microsoft Surface, which, you know, debatably it's really more of a laptop in a way, because it's running Windows. But if you have like those big screens, you can have a lot of fun. In fact, with the tablet, the Surface, you can actually plug in a mouse. I don't know if you can actually do that on other tablets, but yeah. But yeah, I will actually reflect and echo what Edmund said. If you're gonna play on tablet, the way the game is designed now, it's like mobile devices are not the primary way of playing the game, and you probably shouldn't be going around doing PvP on tablet. You can do, you know, your daily instanced dungeon. You can do that. You can go around and gather. For sure, you can gather. You're not really meant to be fighting as a gatherer anyways. Not really. You can do that kind of stuff. But if you're gonna go out into the PvP areas and stuff like that, you know, maybe fucking don't. I mean, you can do you, okay? I'm not going to say you can't do it, because I know some people can do some extraordinary things. I've seen those Vainglory players, but yeah. You got to have the right gear and the right mindset. That's probably going to be like a whole 10 people. Mainly, the mobile version is going to be if you are a gatherer and you're just going to be gathering. If you're just going to be doing some chores, kind of, because the game is very chory, you know, you can do that. You can absolutely, you can do that. However, I will say, I hope that they implement a virtual joystick. I think that could be cool. But in the end, if they do, actually, I don't know, if they do implement it, you won't really be able to kite as well. So anyway, Soda Pop's coming in. Actually, do I have a new avatar that I can choose from? I don't, because I'm a scrab. I've got some, but nothing sexy. I got this little fucking, like, what is this, a bear or some bullshit? I don't know. Yeah, I just got the one that looks like my character in game, so. And it's the same ethnicity as me in real life. Cool with that. You do tap to move on your tablets. You do tap to move on your tablets. I think it'd be pretty cool to be a moderator in Albion. Hey, does anybody got any like any hookups? Anybody know anybody so I could be a moderator or something on Albion? Because genuinely, I like Albion. I think it's a really cool social game. I really think so. I would love to. I only play games I really want to be a part of, so I think so. Should I? The Albion team, Sandbox Interactive, they're not English. I mean, they would probably have. I mean, the servers are in America, right? They would probably need American moder. I don't know. They probably already got all those people. Who the fuck am I? I'm just some YouTuber. It would be cool though. It could be fun. I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, so we're just waiting for these guys to jump in here. So the waiting, since all the waiting, since all the travel is real time, you know, you might be waiting for a little bit. So the game can kind of feel like a walking simulator. The game can kind of feel, you know, very slow paced at times, but that's just the kind of game it is. Yo, Edmund, your character looks pretty badass, man. I mean, you know, second to me, obviously second to me, but that sword is pretty freaking awesome, man. Let me inspect this shit. What do you got here? What is this? A mighty swing. Deals physical damage to all enemies around you in a 6-meter radius. Damage scales depending on number of heroic charges active on you and consumes all heroic charges. Oh, damn, dude, that ability looks pretty cool. So we got some DPS. Or what is this? Was that the arcane staff or? Yeah, that's like chaos staff or something, right? No, it's arcane. Cool. We got a shield. That's pretty cool. Soda pop. I think shield is pretty neat. I don't have a I mean, he's a shielder, a magic shielder, but I think I might need a shield for taunt. Maybe if I might be the tank. I don't know. I didn't ask what everybody was. I don't know. Does it matter? Can we just run in and give this thing and just make it work? Or I mean, who fucking knows, man? Who fucking knows, mates? I don't know. Got that attack speed. I kind of wish that offhands also added an ability. It feels kind of weird that they don't, but I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't know. The passives can be strong. Kind of wish they were stronger. Shield's pretty good though. I don't know if actual torch is legit good. I don't know. What is this? This is a damage resistance? Damage increase. Oh, damage increase. That's actually really good with double daggers. Yeah, double dagger. If he lasers somebody who's doing the slit throat, shit does damage. How is axe and shield? For survivability, fine. But I mean, you could go pretty much any offhand. If you wanted to go attack speed, sure. But like as a tank, you don't really do axe. You don't really do that. You do mace. Do the blunt weapons. You do mace, flail, stuff like that. The two-handed hammer. From what I've heard and what I've seen, it's always been flail, hammer, mace. Always. Now, that's just me personally, what I've seen. I haven't gone to like super endgame, hardcore, you know? But I'm thinking, you know, double hammer's good for PvP too. I don't know. Edmund, dude, the weapon he has, I think, is actually really freaking expensive. Yeah, this Clarent Blade is a artifact, if I'm not mistaken. Heroic Cleave. Interrupt. It looks like he just got it recently. Deep cuts. It's just like a lot of damage. It's just good damage. Also, I like swords because you get increased move speed too. So that's a big thing about swords, which are kind of good for PvP or chasing people, is they don't really have, I don't think, great CC at all. However, you move a fucking fast. You can move pretty quick. Soda Pop's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. There, he's back. ETA. Can you use 2 axes in Albion? I think that, Edwin, I think that they will add dual axes in the game. I think they're going to be thrown. Because they had throwing daggers before. There's mobs that have throwing axes. So I think that we're going to have throwing daggers, throwing axes. I wouldn't doubt like kunai, not kunai because throwing knives. Probably ninja stars. I think they will add them back in the game. So I think pretty sure. I'm pretty fucking sure. Like, I could theory craft about a bunch of different weapons, but I'm almost certain that they will include throwing daggers, again, because they used to be in the game. They already have throwing axes on some mobs, and they probably just need to add, 5? They need 3 more weapons that I haven't seen in-game in order to make a line, because that's how the Destiny tree works. Remember, for every one archetype of weapon, like Spear, there's 5 different weapons. You have 2 artifacts and then 3 standard. Dude, this dude, I like this avatar. How do I get that avatar? How do you get that avatar? That avatar is the best. I want that avatar. That avatar looks fucking cool, dude. Teach me how to get this avatar, man. It's probably up here. Is it this thing? No? Fuck me, dude. I want that avatar. I want that sick ass avatar, eh? That avatar. Teach me, man. That's the best avatar. That's a dang on diddly, like some Dark Souls looking. I don't have any potions, which kind of sucks, but. Do they have to run from Mordor? Oh, ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. Love the vids? Yo, thanks, man. Thanks so much, dude. Edmund invited you for trading. Sure, sure. Oh, Edmund, are you about to give me potions? Edmund, thanks. Just in case. I had a bunch of potions, but I guess I used them when I was farming last time. So my bad. Thanks. That's just in case. Oh, holy shit, something happens. Is Albion going to be free to play? It's not going to be free to play. It is not. It's gotta be free. Not gonna be free. What a pop. What a poppin'. What a poppin'. I don't know if I want to play a female character or a male character either. Because females look really nice too. And they have really cool hairstyles. And you play the game top down anyways. So might as well see some bust. But males have bigger frames. And so their armors look kind of bigger and better. So I don't know. It's always a debate. So we got this guy who is a DPS. So we have 3 DPS. We have 1 support. Hopefully Ninja. I mean, I think we can make it work, right? We'll just DPS it down. Like, I don't know. I mean, we waited all this time. We'll try it, but I guess it would be cool if it was just like a full tank. That'd be pretty hype. Oh, snap. Haven't heard bust in a long time. Yeah, dude. Soda pop it, baby. Baby girl soda pop. Soda pop. Soda pop pop. Sure, are we going? Are we just gonna do it with 4 people? From Soar. You're at 817 power, max is 8,000. I don't know what that means. We have 3 DPS. 1 support. 1 healer. Well, if one of us had a shield and some plate armor, this shit would be sexy, man. $800. You're at 817 power, max is 800. Oh, okay. Oh, so, all right, so I didn't know. Okay, so for these, I forgot that they've rated these by gears, so you can't just stomp them. So, because there is PvP enabled in these. So, I need to go buy some like tier 4s or something. So then it equalizes. So I'm gonna go get some shit. Forgot about that. So all that waiting and now they're gonna have to wait on me. That's my bad. It's a me bead. Nearest town. Nearest town is right down. It's 2 away regardless. 2 this way. Skylent, if I buy the game today, can I play in the beta? Yep, but the game will reset. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna reset. There's gonna be a reset. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be playing the game. You know, I'm streaming it now, having fun. I might even apply if they have an open position, right? Because, you know, I'm excited for the game. I think it's a pretty cool game. I think it's up my alley, but I need to make that clear, is that it's up my alley, my personal biases. I'm quite aware that this game is kind of niche. I'm quite aware that this game has some things, there's no quests, right? There's some things that make people maybe not like the game. There's no questing. It focuses on guild combat. So I suggest you wait for launch, buy it launch day. You know, if you're really excited, want to jump in the game and have fun, go for it. Yeah. Have a good time. But I don't know, buying early, especially when when maybe you don't know if the game is super good, because they did just update the game and change it a little bit. And at launch, I wouldn't doubt if there's going to be another mix of changes. So I need to make sure my item score is 800. So I need to go to the base over here. Go ahead and buy, I guess I'll buy a shield. And I could run with the axe to heal myself if we don't have a healer. So I'm thinking my power is just over 800, so I think I need to go drop, get a tier 4 or something. Like a tier 4 weapon. Like a tier 4, like, hammer or something, and I should be good. Oh, wait, but I would need, like, new armor, basically. I'd probably have to buy a chest piece. I got some money, I don't mind. I'm not there anymore, I don't understand. Why do people do that? Why don't you just, like, explain it? I think I might be a little bit discombobulated right now. I think I have too much item power, but this guy's, like, being all vague and shit and, like, can't use his words because it's complicated, I guess. Yeah, he's got a 5. Item power, 783. 821. Yeah, so the average item power needs to be 800, right? So I just got to go buy, like, something, just something to make it an average of 800. Daryl, there is somewhat of a balance between that. They have checks and balances for that. Okay, so my item power is fucking something. Average item power. Where the fuck do I see that shit? Item power is 824, 819. It's all going to be above 8. So basically, I could just get just some something. I'll get fucking something, dude. Like a shield, like an offhand shield, or just a tier 4 two-hand or something. Two-hand. So let's go with melee tier 4. Normal quality. And one that I can use. So I can use a claymore. Can't use hammers because I suck, apparently. Can use a broadsword. I could get a broadsword and a shield. I don't think these swords have anything I can use. For tanking, though. I don't have, yeah, temporary threat bonus activated. Also, I think I could switch cloth hood. Fuck, dude, I don't know. I'll probably just go buy a full tier 4 something. Let's go put this in. I'll go just get tier 4 fucking something. I am naked with a cape. Alright, tier 4. I wanted hammers. I guess I can't use a hammer. So am I going sword and shield? Gotta be sword and shield. Yeah, like nothing else. The interrupt is pretty good. But I think hammer is the best. I guess I didn't learn maces yet, which kind of sucks. Do I have that almost equipped? Actually, wait, I might be able to have the quarterstaff. I might be able to tank with the quarterstaff. That could be fun. Bladed quarterstaff. Do I have this unlocked? I don't. Oh, fuck. Dude, what level is that? I'm level 2. Oh, shit. I need to be level 6. Well, fuckle ducks, man. Can't quite tank with the quarterstaff without the threat generation. So that's kind of suckles. Oh well. We'll just buy the armor first. Knight armor, probably, I'm thinking. Toughness. With a taunt. Oh, it has a taunt on there. Sure. Tier 4, buy it. Knight helmet has emergency heal, displacement immunity. I guess. I think I want something else. Stone skin. Probably. And we get some boots. Where's them booties? I can probably get whatever I want for boots, but... Some plate shoes. Guardian has the giant. Oh, yeah. Alright, we'll do that. And I'm going to go with a shield. And I'm going to use shield and spear. Just a shield. Fuck, I can't do a tier 4? Well, I'll be danged. Tier 3 hype. The wind wall is pretty cool though, right? Like that's pretty hype. Probably stone skin, or I mean I could have emergency heal, but the giant. Yeah, I'll continue using my spear because the spear has heals. Shield adds taunting, taunt. Well, it adds threat generation. Yeah. 11%. Don't know if it really is gonna work out, but I think I can mix something. What's my item power? My item power is pretty low, I think. I think I can have one thing that's pretty strong. So, I need the plate, but I might be able to go cloth hood for funds. What does cloth hood have? What does this have? That could I use? That's defensive. Force field? A knockback? A poison. Channel spell that replenishes energy greatly. I don't know, maybe poison could be cool. But, no, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to use the helmet, so. Alright. Should I buy it? Is there another tank item? I don't think the spear is going to be okay. All right, here we go. Maybe this will work. Would be nice. You know, in my opinion, I feel like if we're going to look at like realistic, like realism, okay? I mean, obviously it's fantasy, but the idea that a sword and a shield is like the tank spec, is it really? Is sword and shield really tanky? Like, okay, I can see a flail, you know, a mace. Those things kind of deny areas in a way. Like, you just do these big, giant, epic swings. Why do I keep seeing this guy? Why do I keep seeing that guy just frozen there? But a sword, I feel like, I mean, a sword can be kind of dually, can be definitely as defensive as offensive. But when we're thinking of things like giant monsters, right? Giant fucking monsters. Wouldn't, like, a halberd or a spear be really good as a tank? Because you can provoke them, poke them from a distance. You know, you have that range. Because obviously they're fucking giant monsters, dude. What are you gonna tank by getting right in their face? They're a giant monster. They have giant claws. They'll just grab you. I don't know. I'm just thinking. You know, I think more games should have tank like spear type classes that tank. Like that's what I think. That's just all I think. I mean, in some games we got classes that use two-hand swords that tank. I don't think that makes much sense, but I think there was a game today because I hear fireworks. I always miss the fireworks. I have not seen the fireworks from the Steelers or the Pirates winning once. I've only heard it. And I live right beside the stadium. I literally walk to the stadium like every other day. Like, it's right there. I can just go and see it. I just live a couple blocks down, and I hear the fireworks, and I actually on my apartment complex, I have a rooftop, like little place I can go and chillax. You know, they got chairs and everything, and it faces the city, it faces the stadiums, and all I have to do is I could just be like, hey guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I could just run up the stairs, go see the fireworks, and I never do it. That's something I need to do. I need to do that. Beowulf fought monsters with his bare hands. Yeah, you know, that's another thing. If you're gonna have a brawler class, right? Like somebody that's in somebody's face, they should be tanks. I think Terra isn't the brawler in Terra a tank? I think that makes sense. Because I mean, if you're so tanky innately that you can just use your bare hands, then I'm assuming that you can literally tank. So sure, why not? Why not? You know, magic and shit, if we're gonna mix that in, but for Rizzle Manizzle. Yay, I'm an Ammonite. Ammonite. I can do things. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Just trying to get that threat, baby. I'm threatening him. I'm doing a threat. Oh man, dude, the finale. Kaboom, boom, boom, boom. It's big stuff, dude. I'm going big. I took my Viagra. I kind of wish the models were this big anyways. It'd be a lot easier to see, but that emergency potion, though. I am trying to do a heal. Ooh, that probably could have been bad, huh? And he exploded, boys. Do we just go in? You are about to enter an unrestricted PvP area. Try to hunt down all the trapped demons. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. All right, ignited hell. So now we go into this instance here. And now we got to go kill some other things. So, but I think there's other players that can enter this, I think. There's kind of a scare in the air, but I think we're supposed to hunt down some demons. I'm just going to kind of follow people around. Should we, Oh, we're just gonna do this. Like, fuck. Like, fuckles, man. Let's go kill the demons, man. They exploding, dude. Hey, that's okay silver. That's whatever, but we don't have any heals. It's kind of detrimental. I think I'm actually going to switch to mending. No heal. Sucks. 7 players are in so far, so we have the advantage here. That means there's only 2 other people. Did we do this? Pretty fucking big, dude. Damn, I'm getting wrecked. Damn. We got it halfway, though. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. I got knocked out. So we couldn't quite get it. I will automatically get up in 12 seconds. Well, that's GG. So the Hellgates spawn around the world. You enter the Hellgates. You need a proper party formed. There is open PvP within them, but it's also PvE. So it's like a PvE VP dungeon, though that's most of the dungeons in the game anyways. Kind of like a PvE VP raid. GG. Hey, I got to show off that there. I wanted to do a little bit more, but I guess I... Oh god, whoops. I actually just did some damage. Well, we tried. We gave it our best shot, I think. Probably not. I mean, I asked for a healer 3 different times, but okay. Thought Arcane Staff was hype. Pretty sure Arcane Staff is like... You don't have it as your main support. Like, I mean, that's... Like, you have a healer, and then you have a support. So you have heals, then you have shields. And maybe you can do just heals. I don't know if you could do just shields unless you're doing like a 2-for thing. I don't know. Maybe we could have made it work, but oh well. Oh well. It's pretty cool to see that mechanic, to see the demons and go in there and jump on that. And yeah, I needed the footage anyways. I just wanted to like get the loots, man. Just wanted to do the do. Freaked. The fireworks are still going on. Holy shit. Wow. You know, maybe next time it's happening, I'll go on the rooftop and I'll live stream it for you. How about that, guys? Happens a lot. You know how often baseball, like, plays games? Oh my god. Dude, baseball does, like, hundreds of games a season. You know what? You know, fuck this golem, dude. Fuck you, you ore elemental. You bastard. Oh! It's making my windows rattle. I sense an evil presence in this region. What that means is I think somebody aggroed and is doing a PvP. I'm an outlaw for a little bit. I think I actually... Wait, I think the evil presence is me. I think since I'm an outlaw, I can't actually go into this other town just yet. Maybe? Edmund has gone offline. Thanks for the help, Edmundy. Yeah, it was some good stuff. Well, I got more done than I thought I would today, so I think, if you guys have watched the full stream here of Albion Online, then, man, dude, I talked your face, your earballs off. I talked a lot. I showed a good bit of the game, as much as I thought I could. I mean, I didn't show, like, every staff, everything, but I showed the mechanics, the raw mechanics of the game. I showed the engine. I showed what you're probably going to be seeing when the game launches. We didn't do crafting, though. Am I still an outlaw? Were they attacking me? I think I'm not an out. Hold on. No, let's not. Come on, don't. Come on, guys. Come on. Guys. How far are you going to run? How long are we going to do this? I'm not an outlaw anymore. Come on. My sins have been absolved instantaneously. So come on. Yeah, see? Exactly. See? That's what I fucking thought. That's right. You better back up. Exactly. Yeah, so crafting. Well, the thing with crafting is that frankly it's kind of boring. In my opinion, crafting is really more engaging when you're a part of a guild and you're actually building towards something. But since the game is gonna wipe, you know, honestly, I don't think there's really any gameplay to it. You just go and gather, which I did a little bit of gathering today. You take those gathered materials, you bring it back to a town, your personal island, the guild island, and you gotta bring it to, actually, if you watch my first 30 minutes in Albion, that's mostly actually what we did, I think. You know, we did a little bit of crafting, built our own armor, and that's pretty much it. You know, you just bring it to your little crafting stations, unique to the discipline. You get the materials. And also, one way that they keep the game constantly churning in like the player economy thing, whatever, is they always need, look at this guy, they always need lower level tier stuff to make the higher level tier stuff. So, you know, to make iron, you will need, I think iron? To make, like, tier, fuck, how do I explain this? I don't know, man. Basically, here's like a level fucking, like, I don't know, tier 4 or 3 rock, but in order to turn that into buildable stuff, you'll need the tier 2 rock as well as the tier 3 rock. In order to make it the tier 3 building material, if that makes sense, kind of. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much Albion Online. We didn't do any PvP, so we can probably try to get a duel going. I mean, no, we did duel today. That's right. Okay, so I think I had a healthy mix of gameplay in for the full stream. I just wanted to do one big stream that kind of included a lot of stuff. The only thing we didn't do is 5v5 guild fights. Maybe I can try to do that before the game launches. I doubt it. It's kind of hard to get into a guild, especially me being me. But maybe we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's Albion Online. Thanks for watching the stream. I do hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the videos that I do and the rest of the reviews. We got Elder Scrolls Online stream coming up, and thanks for watching Albion. I will be pursuing Albion as it launches, and a few other MMOs I'm very excited about. And if you have any ideas for streams or whatever, join my Discord. Links in the description or down below in Twitch. Join the Discord. Let's talk, dude. We have a lot of really fun conversations. We also have an NSFW tab if you're interested in that. But anyways, that's it, guys. For me, playing Albion Online today, it was a good run. I had a good time. Hopefully you did too. Hopefully you do have fun. Playing the game, watching the videos, the streams, what have you, whatever. Much love, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.